Technology, the fastest moving force in the galaxy. Engineered by the smartest minds on the planet. Designing, developing, pioneering. Shattering what was previously thought possible. You think you know how fast tech moves? Well, buckle up, because we're going supersonic. Get ready to be rocked to your core processor, because this is CES. HD plasmas bigger than the sky in front of you. Phones and PDAs that could reach you on the moon. Robots, high-tech toys, and gadgets that are days away from taking over your life and the planet. Battle-hardened techsperts Kevin Pereira and Olivia Munn will bring you behind the closed doors of the Las Vegas Convention Center for an exclusive G4 look at all the excitement. Fans of What's Next, you're about to witness the sharpening of the cutting edge. This is the insider's only view of the future and your exclusive pass to the 2009 Consumer Electronics Show. All of it happens now.
And most influential tech event of the year. It's the Consumer Electronics Show, CES 09 Live. I'm Kevin Pereira.
Yes, you are. What's up, everybody? I'm Olivia Munn, and we are bringing you a jam-packed 2 days of bleeding-edge electronics. Now, what happens here today and tomorrow will shape the future of tech as we know it.
That's right. Now, we're standing here in the middle of 1.7 million square feet of exhibit space. That's roughly the size of 29 football fields. I'm told this. I've never played it. I'm fragile. But
you've seen it on TV.
It's large. And over the next 2 days, this massive space will bring us close to 20,000 new product announcements from 2,700 exhibitors.
That's a lot of numbers.
Yeah,
you want some more numbers?
Give me some numbers. Lay it on me.
180,000. That is the number of attendees that are expected to crash through these doors, all to get a look at the hottest tech of tomorrow. Now, this is stuff making its worldwide debut. You can't see it, buy it, or check it out anywhere other than right here on G4.
So coming up this hour, there are hundreds of cell phones on the showroom floor. We'll find out if a new Android tablet is indeed the iPhone killer.
We're bringing that out there here,
yeah,
huh?
It's
iPhone
happening.
killer. And you might not think of cars when you think of CES, but when we show you technology that lets you get text messages on your dashboard, you will change your mind.
And hear screeching tires. Then we take a look at Microsoft's head honcho Steve Ballmer's keynote address. Find out everything you need to know about Halo Wars and Windows 7 directly from the man himself.
Plus, Grammy-nominated rapper Akon is making his debut in the world of tech. He's going to stop by to show us his new slot radio portable media player.
Sounds dirty. Now, since the information will be flying fast here, be sure to get the latest CES photos, videos, news, and more at g4tv.com/CES.
Yeah, just imagine that you're like reading it on a futuristic hologram computer.
Channel your inner Blitzer. Now, because CES is so gigantic, there's no way that we could bring it to you just alone.
That's right. So to cover this massive amount of awesomeness, we've got our team of experts out on the show floor. So let's check in with Kristen Adams.
Thanks, guys. One of the biggest stories at CES this year is green tech. And I'm going to be checking out some of the hottest gadgets. Plus, I'll be taking you inside the digital experience, an event so exclusive, half the G4 staff couldn't even get in. Big C, what you got for us?
Thanks, Kristen. For me, it's all about cars like this Candy Continental right here. I'll be checking out the latest in GPS, night vision, as well as the Microsoft car. If it's on wheels, I'm on it, and the hottest rides are right here. Allison, what's checking with you?
Well, Big C, you want gadgets? I got them. I am in the Asian Pavilion, where you will not believe some of the insane things that I've seen. I am going to show you all the stuff that you don't really need, but you definitely secretly want. Plus, I'm going to check out the hottest new mini camcorder and this awesome TV that you control by waving your arms. Back to you guys.
Thanks. Thanks so much, guys. And if that panel of genius wasn't enough, we've got more.
That's right. We'll also be joined by Gadgetron hero, one half of the musical duo Hard and Firm and lover of all things with a circuit board, Chris Hardwick.
He's
will
a
be
hero?
here. He wears a cape.
He does
in
wear
his
a
off
cape
time.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And we've got the one and only Dave Matthews on board, too. Not only does he contribute to PC Magazine and Make, but he also holds over 24 patents himself. Hey, Dave, Way to make us feel like underachievers.
Yeah. I don't think he created anything. I think he just printed out the patents and he holds them in his wallet just to impress the ladies.
Well, I could do that.
But it works. You should. But right now, we're going to kick things off with a hands-on demo of a new tablet device that's running Google's Android operating system.
So we have the newest Android device, but listen to this. It's not a phone, and it's from a company we haven't really heard of before called Genie.
Yeah.
Now, what do they have in the way of hardware to support this awesome OS?
A lot of good stuff, Olivia, actually. The Genie Move It Mini tablet has a 4.3-inch touchscreen with a 480 by 272 resolution, and it's got Wi-Fi built in, so there's no need to worry about a new cell phone contract.
That's awesome.
You get this
You know how
device,
much I hate
and you're
those.
good to go. I know you do. So channel your hate away from this product because it's doing the right thing. Built-in mic and webcam for VoIP and Skype, which is nice. And it's got a soft keyboard, which means that this might actually have, well, Google's calling it the cupcake update, which sounds delicious but odd. And it's for the Android OS, and it includes an on-screen keyboard. It's not even on the G1 yet, but it's here.
So we can use Skype on that.
Yeah, you can use
that's
Skype
huge to me.
and a built-in webcam for actual video conferencing.
That's amazing.
Only 256 megs of storage, but it does have a micro SD slot, so you can expand
So
that.
there it is.
So there you go.
So, okay, we know Android is good because we saw it on the T-Mobile G1 phone. You guys remember that one?
Right.
Like stability and ease of use. So I'm going to ask, the tablet, is it going to have all that stuff and more?
Yeah, I mean, and it works well. I mean, look, it's the Android OS, so everything you love about Android runs on this thing. If you remember the G1, we really were impressed by its touchscreen. It felt great. The little guy here, this has a resistive touchscreen, which I was worried about, but actually, while playing with it, it feels good. I just worry about future-proof with multi-touch, because that's always the big thing. Can you do multiple gestures, multiple touches on the screen? And I know that's tough to do with resistive screens. Not implemented yet, but again, like this is still a prototype, so we don't know how that's going to go.
Hopefully they're listening and then they make sure that happens.
Yeah, of course. And the keyboard is a huge fix. Remember, again, it's a prototype, so we hope this thing will get better, but right now it feels good, it works good, so if you don't actually need this device to have a phone in it, you're perfect. You've got VoIP, you've got the Skype built in, you're good to go as long as you're in a hotspot.
Okay, so reminder, this isn't a phone, and we've seen Android on phones, so why is it on Genie's tablet?
Well, that's the beauty of Android, is that it's just an open source operating system. Whatever device you want to put it on, you can, whether it's a cell phone, a tablet, a toaster. Like, I'm sure we're going to see Android-powered toothbrushes in the near future, and I will touch them and love them.
So I'm going to ask you a question that I already know the answer to, which makes me very excited. How much will it be?
Okay, $149.
And
again, there's no contract.
Yes,
so
no contract.
No contract. $149. The device is yours, and they're supposed to be available in the middle of the year. So keep an eye out for this guy. It's actually really impressive.
Yeah, we're live, so I think they're afraid to clap. But you guys should be very happy. There's no contracts, and I am now.
They're too busy getting free USB keychains from booths. They're like, what's going on? TV.
Yeah, we like you like a friend. And as with any Android device, the possibilities will go as far as the developer community wants to take it. So make sure to look for the OS to get fine-tuned to this tablet in the very near future.
Yes. Now, sure, we all know that CES is awesome, but but how did it get that way? I mean, was it born awesome like I was, or did it have to work at it like some of us?
Aw, I had an awkward phase. I think you're trying to grow out.
You're growing out of it.
Now?
You're getting there.
Okay.
You're getting there.
Well, for the answers to Kevin's questions, let's take a look at the history of CES.
Let's.
The Consumer Electronics Show, aka CES, is the biggest, baddest tech event on the planet. Contained within the four walls of the Las Vegas Convention Center are the most exciting and mind-blowing innovations our 21st century brains can conceive. But CES wasn't always the massive international spectacle we know today. Back in 1967, a small group of visionaries huddled together in the heart of Manhattan to unveil their genius to the world. A few gadgets and gizmos were presented, but little did they know the potential and significance the show would have today. In the 70s, CES brought us a new machine called the VCR, and also gave us the first unveiling of Atari. CES in the 80s was all about the camcorder, Nintendo, and the CD. And even though there were only 2 computer manufacturers present in 1995, compared to the hundreds that we see today, the 90s brought us DVDs, the DVR, and the dawn of the HD revolution. The CES of today is packed with iPhones, Plasmas, and Blackberries. If it plugs in or shorts out, it's been at CES. At the annual star-studded CES keynote speech, people are all ears for the biggest announcements in the tech world.
We're going to show you a couple things that we haven't shown publicly before.
Even when the big announcements don't go as planned.
They say we're ready to do the slideshow. That thing keeps blinking, so I think not. So maybe we'll move on yet again.
Every year, the world watches for a glimpse at the products that eventually change our lives for the better.
You essentially can control your car from your frigging phone.
Year after year, CES gets bigger, with more celebrities, more CEOs, and even more groundbreaking announcements, like Bill Gates' retirement.
So this will be the first time since I was 17 that I won't have my Microsoft job.
Unlike Vegas, what happens at CES does not stay at CES. Big or small, thin or tall, CES is the only place where imagination truly becomes reality.
CES is 41. 41. It's like the cool older brother I never had, you know?
Well, you have...
Well, I guess I have an older brother. I doesn't love him, but that's...
Aww.
But it's still cool, so hey, I love you,
love
bro.
his wife.
I do.
She's fantastic.
I love them all.
All right, you guys, this show is basically our large-scale, nationally watched sporting event.
Yes.
So keeping that theme in mind, we've got the following video.
Yes, it stars the comedy duo of Hard and Firm, of course, featuring our pal, Chris Hardwick.
Heading to the desert, got some microchips and beer, and nothing rhymes with desert. I need OLEDs on my UMPCs, cars with LCDs in every place they shouldn't be, quadruple graphics cards for my DSLRs. I don't care that there's no apples, they got robot guitars. Consumer electronics, all the crap you can buy. Touch screen for my toilet while I Twitter on the and a toaster with Wi-Fi. I got a pile of cash and all your memories flash. Everything I bought last year I done thrown in the trash. I'll get a wireless router that I can use on a plane, and a Blu-ray converter that plugs right into my brain. 12.1 surround sound stereos for your trucks that if you buy them at the booth are only $12,000. Strippers giving demos and seminars too. I'll get a bag of swag and some exotic strain of the flu. Consumer electronics, I'm a hi-fi guy. Even the vaginas, all say made in China, and I'm seeing them in 1080i. For a geek like me, there's no place better to be. Until next week when I'm a-whacking it at AEE. CES! There's a lot of Asians.
There sure are.
I was counting my Asians in the background.
That was awesome. I am now officially ready for some gadgets and possibly some football.
Really? Football?
Yeah, I might be. To watch or play on 360.
And maybe a little Hank Williams Jr.
Yes.
A little bit. So thank you so much, Hard and Firm.
Well done, guys. That was awesome. Coming up, tons more gadgets and tech, including the Texas Instruments Pico projector. It's the size of a BlackBerry.
It's amazing.
The texty thing, not the eaty thing, by the way, in case you're confused.
Yes. Plus, we find out what happens when Microsoft decides to make a car. Buckle up. We'll be right back.
Cars with LCDs in every place they shouldn't be. Quadruple graphics cards for my DSLRs. I don't care that there's no apples, they got robot guitars. Consumer
Do you need some help?
M&M's. Have them at your Super Bowl party.
Hey, look, we're on the guest list.
That's the menu.
He drives girls back to their ex-boyfriends.
What do I do? Before she can love you, she has to hate me.
But he may be falling for his best friend's girl.
What sucks is having an ass the size of...
You think that's too big?
My Best Friend's Girl on unrated Blu-ray and DVD January 13th.
Sugar-free Tic Tac Chill. The perfect balance of taste and freshness.
You know what's good about the AE show?
This is insanity.
The vibraphone, you throw it down your pants, who knows what you want to do with that thing?
I wish we could turn our cameras and show you the women getting tied up, but we cannot.
Women love sex.
Thank God for technology.
I've tied myself up and blindfolded myself and waited for someone to come home and find me.
Some guys come for the some guys come for G4.
Adult Entertainment Expo 09. 2-hour exclusive coverage featuring the AVN Awards. January 25th, only on G4.
This commercial changed my life.
It all started when I used this free research service.
A computer and a desire to succeed is all you need.
With all the money I made, I bought a new home and a new car.
My goal for next month, $60,000.
Use your computer to make more.
I love the freedom my home business offers. And the money just keeps getting better.
Not working from home? Then you're missing out on your share of a billion-dollar industry. Visit this website now.
I make over $9,000 a month working part-time.
I make over $5,000 a month. Never thought I'd make this much right out of school.
All you need is to visit this website.
They showed me how to use the power of television to build real wealth.
I'm making over $12,000 a month.
Check it out yourself. You'll see why I love working from home.
Ready for more wealth? Put your computer to work now. Start making more from your home by going to this website today.
Log on to 82hbiz.com now.
Welcome back, everybody, to G4's coverage of CES 09 Live.
We've got a ton of great stuff coming up this hour. We've got exclusive looks and sneak peeks, and they're actually probably the same thing now that I think about it.
Yeah,
that's fine. We got them both, or we got them for you.
Now, we are about to look at a device right now that is capable of destroying the time-space continuum. Wait, that sounds odd.
Yeah,
I may have read the description
I didn't see that on the spec sheet, but that's fine. It's time to roll up our sleeves and get elbow deep in some tech. And this advanced look segment brought to you by Acura.
Roomy. All right, when you think of projectors, you tend to think of big, bulky things in a conference room that your laptop can never connect to the first 3 times. How is Texas Instruments changing that?
Well, they created, it's a new ultra-portable DLP technology. It's called the Pico projector. We showed it off for a minute last year.
You were super in love with it?
Yeah, they had a prototype kind of cardboard fake cell phone that would just project a fake image, essentially. And what we have here is this is the Samsung MBP 200. This has the Texas Instruments Pico technology built right in. And it works. It's here as promised, and it works.
So what is this Samsung able to do?
It's got more functions than most standard projectors, actually. It's got a file viewer, a picture viewer, music player, video player, 2.2-inch LCD screen, standard stereo earphone jack, which is nice. Use it for whatever earbuds are connected to a sound system if you need to. And a micro SD slot with storage up to 16 gigs.
Wow.
So it packs quite a lot into this tiny little body.
Is it compatible with a wide variety of formats, or just like 1 or 2?
No, it absolutely is. Image viewer supports JPEG, GIF, animated GIF, MBP. Music player is MP3, WMA, OGG. I mean, the list goes on and on. The video player, this thing actually plays DivX and XVID right out of the box. Windows Media Video 9, MPEG 2, you name it. And it supports PDFs, PowerPoint, Word, Excel, text docs. So if you're like the Road Warrior business guy, this will support all those files. But it's on right now, and I'm actually projecting onto you. I hope you don't mind.
No, I don't
but
mind.
I can see. Can you guys even see that? I mean, here, just stand there. You're good. Let me get that hair out of the way. But there we go. And I can go up, and I can. Hold on, I can select. Hold on, let me just adjust the focus here, and let me load up some video. You're welcome, CES. But hang on, and the focus is super easy to adjust. So as I back this up, there's going to be a video playing any second here. There we go.
It'd be great if I was touchscreen.
It's on your neck. I wish.
Wipe it.
I wish. I would propose immediately. So there we go. As you can see, it's playing video, easy to adjust the focus, and it can throw quite a large image.
Would it look better on an actual screen?
On an actual screen, yeah. I think it looks great on the Mystic Tan.
Okay, so hey, I'm
you went to Hawaii. I'm sorry. Don't let me take that away from you.
Okay, I usually do that. Now, is this device more for kids who want to like show off like, you know, the latest nutshot videos, or is it like for traveling, you know, salesmen looking to impress clients with their tiny projector?
Are the tweens proud of their nutshot videos now? Are they like, dude, you got to see this, Tom. I totally split it open.
Have you seen our show?
Oh, true, true. Yes. No, the Samsung is better for the traveling business type. It also functions as the standard Pico projector, which is ideal, again, for the traveling salesman. Optima is actually using this technology for their PK101 projector. It doesn't have features like file browsing, which this Samsung does, but it does connect to laptops, PCs, mobile devices through USB. Nice. And that thing has a 1.5-hour battery life. It can actually project an image up to 5 feet, which is incredible, and it's got a built-in 0.5-watt speaker. So for teeny little noises, it's perfect.
So this is basically everything you were hoping to have.
Yeah,
last
I mean,
year.
I wanted the Pico to come through, and it did.
But what I loved is that it was just it was cardboard, but you could see what it was going to be, and they lived up to it.
Yeah, and again, you're going to see this built into cell phones, into other MP3 players, portable media players. I mean, this is going to have it all. So no matter which device you end up getting, I promise eventually nut shots will be projected onto playground walls. It will happen. Or just whip it out in the subway and make everybody watch your home videos.
I'm excited. We're starting strong. Something great.
There it is.
Very exciting. Now, you guys, Ford is a giant in the automotive industry, and the same goes for Microsoft in the PC market. For a while now, there's been talk of these two titans teaming up. Right now, let's find out if hitting Control-Alt-Delete will get you out of a DUI.
Thanks, guys. Okay, so after a year of waiting, here it is. Let's check out how Microsoft and Ford plan to change our driving experience. So the entire point of this system is that you literally never have to lift a finger. You receive a text message, it's going to read it. You need directions? Ask it. It's totally voice operated. I'm here with Greg, the Director of Product Management with Sync. Tell me about the system and how it works.
Well, here in the center console, we've got a USB port. You can plug in a memory stick with your favorite MP3s on it, plug an iPod, a Zune in there, and then through speech interface, you can ask for an artist, a track, an album, and hear that played through the car system.
Oh, that's hot. Now, in your opinion, what's the hottest feature that the Sync system offers?
Well, the Sync system also has a Bluetooth hands-free kit. So you bring in any Bluetooth-powered phone, and you can do voice calling, of course, but it also supports text messaging, which is pretty cool.
Now, I have a 66 Impala. Is this system only for Fords, or can it go into other cars?
The Microsoft Auto system is built to work with any car. Right now, it's in Ford, and it's in Fiat as well in Europe.
How much is it going to cost to get this Sync system into your ride?
So Sync is available for free. It's a standard feature in many of Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury cars, and it's a $395 option in the vehicles that don't have it as a standard feature.
Now that's what I'm talking about. The future car tech of tomorrow is finally here, and I can't wait to get it in my own ride. Stage, what y'all got cracking?
Nice. All I know is that Sync better have autopilot. And I'm talking kid-level stuff from the 80s Knight Rider, not the crappy new one. Time for a poll. Weigh in, voice. Let your voice be heard. You got to vote. What will be the biggest technological breakthrough in 2009? Is it the iPhone killer, wall-sized TVs, broadband everywhere, or the iPhone 3.5G? To vote, go to g4tv.com/CES or text your answers to G4TXT. That's 44898. Standard rates do apply.
$17 a text, by the way. Coming up, we've got CES keynote speech highlights. That part where Balmer threw the chair at the iPhone user, we cut that, though. Plus, we've got Grammy-nominated rapper, songwriter, and tech fan Akon here on stage. It's CES, everybody. Keep watching.
Are there any drawbacks? And are they all they're cracked up to be?
Good thing I read lips. You want to know about touchscreens and are there any drawbacks? And yes, there can be. We're not cheering for drawbacks. We're cheering for CES. But with regard to touchscreens, most of them are made of glass, so they glare. They leave fingerprints behind. You'll get the Cheeto dust residue all over it. And the other thing is, if it's tacked on, it can be gimmicky. And we saw that with the HP little touchscreen computer that we used the other day, where when products and software are designed for touchscreen, they're great and they flourish and it's awesome. But the moment you go back to a piece of software that's not designed for a touchscreen, it just feels wrong. So those are some downsides. Not necessarily a fault with the screen or the technology itself, but it's out there. Now, there are so many gadgets on the floor, it's total chaos. Everyone is fighting for your attention. So we decided to cut through the mayhem, and we're setting Allison loose to find the most interesting products and give their creators 30 seconds to make us want them. Allison?
I'm here with Paul Goldberg, brains behind the world's newest, smallest camcorder. Can we check this thing out? Because this thing just redefines the idea of big things coming in small packages, and it's really cheap.
Let me pull it out of my pocket.
Out of your pocket!
This is a high-definition camcorder. It records at 1080p, takes a 5-megapixel still shot, runs on rechargeable batteries, less than $150.
Did you hear that? $150 for this thing. And you pick it up, it weighs like nothing and fits in your pocket. I mean, no concert's going to go unbootleg now with this thing out there. Back to you guys.
Okay, 30 seconds. Not a lot of time, but thanks, Allison. We'll check back in later for more. But now here's Olivia with our gadget prawn guru, Chris Hardwick.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. I have to say, this is how much of a guru Chris Hardwick is. Can you Chris Hardwick is going to show us what he pulled out of his pocket. Just look.
All right, listen.
What is this?
It's an iPhone battery charger because the iPhone has such bad battery life with 3G.
This is what he pulls out of his pocket.
Yeah, I got this at Macworld. But look, you can charge another device under there. And come on, who can say no to this? Oh, crap, a light.
Look at that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, do you have sex?
What is that word?
Oh, okay.
All right, good.
Now, one of the highlights here at CES is the Wednesday night keynote address. It's traditionally given by Microsoft legend Bill Gates.
I've heard of him, but with Gates having retired to spend more time counting his piles of money, I mean, helping the poor,
yes.
Microsoft new CEO Steve Ballmer took center stage. Here's all the soundbitey goodness.
After a tough 2008 filled with some difficult news, I'm ready for some optimism, innovation, and vision.
Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer's inaugural keynote featured such highlights as the public beta of Windows 7 OS, which promises to win the hearts and minds of those disenfranchised by Windows Vista.
Microsoft is transforming what Windows is, from a PC operating system to a connected platform and experience.
The much-rumored Zune Mobile has been confirmed to be just that, a rumor. But other new Zune features promise to streamline your portable entertainment.
We doubled the number of people on Zune Social to well over 2 million and continue to build the idea of a social experience around music.
Microsoft unveiled 2 new games in the world of Halo, including the highly anticipated Halo Wars.
An average Halo player across all 25 million of those people plays 150 hours of Halo on Xbox Live.
After a cloudy 08, things seem to be clearing up for Windows and Microsoft in the new year.
You know, Steve, Bill had a very big sweater to fill, and you filled it totally.
I'm not sure how to take that, but I'm going to leave on that. Thank you all.
Yeah.
Of course, we're going to have more Microsoft exclusives over the next 2 days.
I'm headed off to grab some cameras for our camera roundup in a bit. Kevin, the show is back to yours.
Why, thank you, sir. I have a spare generator that I carry around for my iPhone as well, so we should compare. It's time to get to the bottom of things and break down what we just saw during Microsoft's keynote address. It's time for The Loop. Joining me now, Deputy Director for Special Projects at Forbes, is David Ewalt. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
I'm not used to talking to you in the flesh. I feel like you should hold a picture frame around or something like that. Pleasure to have you here, though, in the flesh.
Nice to be here.
All right, so let's talk Microsoft. We just saw the package. You saw the keynote in its entirety. What were your thoughts? You didn't seem exactly blown away.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of go into a speech with Steve Ballmer expecting to see what you see on the internet.
Right.
You want the monkey boy dance.
I want the armpit sweat. I want
the
chair
big,
flying
sweaty,
everywhere. Yeah.
bellowing, angry ape. And we didn't get that at all. He was very low-key. I guess part of that is that Microsoft doesn't have a lot to crow about right now.
Right, exactly. Well, okay, so the first keynote without Bill Gates, I mean, we got Macworld without Steve Jobs, no Bill Gates here. Did Ballmer do good? I mean, yes, he wasn't sweating profusely, but I mean,
yeah.
Did he fly his wares okay?
He passed the class.
Okay.
He didn't get up there. He didn't embarrass Microsoft. He was competent. If investors were watching, he reassured them, hey, we're doing just fine.
We're going to do just fine,
but he didn't get him any attention. He didn't announce anything special. He didn't, get aggressive. He didn't do anything to really get some headlines from Microsoft.
But the we're doing just fine, motto, if I'm an investor, I'm looking at it, I'm like, hey, you guys jumped right into Windows 7. You completely ignored Vista.
Yeah.
I'd be a little worried about that.
Yeah.
I mean, are they admitting defeat on the Vista front by doing that?
Yeah, I actually counted. hour-something long keynote, he only said the word Vista once, and that was in the context of like, oh, this program will be compatible
with Vista. But don't worry, it also works with Windows 7, right?
So they totally have like kind of given up on it. Wow. They're not going to just ditch it because they still want people to buy it over the next year.
Sure.
But they're not selling
is that what people want at this point, though? They want Microsoft to just move on from Vista instead of trying to convince us that we want to use it?
It has such a bad reputation, and people have had such terrible experiences with it that people are looking ahead and saying, oh, no, 7 looks pretty cool. Maybe I'll upgrade to that.
And what about the Zune? I mean, we know it was there, but the message seemed to be, hey, we've added some users. Great. You know, we're selling a couple. I mean, was it a bad sign that there wasn't more attention paid to the Zune?
Well, it's the same kind of thing. You know, there's not that much to talk about. They've made a couple of content deals. They certainly are selling more, but, you know, you sell 12 in a year when you only sold 10 last year. It's not that big a deal.
Right.
And they didn't want to get into details of the news, you know, because they've had the big crashes lately where things all broke on New Year's Eve. So it's kind of a topic they wanted to avoid.
Understandably. Now, I thought it was interesting because, you know, Apple says, hey, we're going DRM free, which means you purchase songs on iTunes, they might be able to work on your Zune now, you know, in the near future. They didn't seem to mention that at all. Do you think they're going to try to make any plays off the fact that now those iTunes libraries might work on their device?
You know, it would be smart for them because the Zune Social thing, as much as they want people to believe that it's really popular, no one really uses it.
Right.
And their model of the subscription thing is not caught on like they want it to. So it's a good way to kind of surf off of Apple's success.
All right, I'll call Ballmer and let him know then. I'll send him an Evite and we'll have a little presentation. What about the Xbox? I mean, we saw some Halo Wars there. What's going on for the 360?
Yeah, we saw the new Halo games. We have a sort of defined release date for them. The other big thing we saw for the 360 was this game Kodu, which is the video game builder. It's sort of a very basic programming tool.
Sure.
A little bit like Little Big Planet.
I was going to say, is this their answer to LBP?
It kind of is. It's a little bit more programmy than LBP, but it's sort of their response to it. And they had the 12-year-old girl come up on stage, show off the software. And it was funny because she was actually much more dynamic and charismatic than Steve Ballmer
Of course. Well, she had something to be excited about.
Right.
They also talked a little bit about future concepts. So looking off to the horizon, what is Microsoft bringing us?
Well, once again, it was kind of flat. You know, the things they showed us a little previews of things in the labs was stuff like, oh, look, we have new features that we're adding into Windows Messenger. It's like, no one's going to get excited about that. They were showing off some flat displays, kind of like an e-ink piece of paper. It had like a picture of a hand and some bones on it, but like it wasn't video. It was just kind of like, you ever see those pieces of paper where you tilt it in the light and it changes colors?
Oh, yeah.
It didn't look like much more than that, so nobody really got excited about that stuff.
So I mean, like, I hate to put you on the spot, but rate it. Give me a what out of 5 do you give this keynote and the outlook for Microsoft?
I mean, it's a 3.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything wrong. They got decent headlines this morning, but nobody's talking about it even this afternoon, tomorrow morning.
We want a sweaty Ballmer.
I know.
Someone give that man
I want developers.
That's exactly what I want. Yeah, just kick open a flat screen or something, man.
Yeah.
All right, David, always a pleasure, sir.
Thanks
for coming on and keeping us in the loop.
Thanks.
All right, guys, let's go on over to Olivia.
You said sweaty Ballmer. Coming up, it's the man with 23 Billboard Hot 100 songs under his belt. That's 2 more than me. He's got me on that one. I'm talking about Akon. Smack that, don't go anywhere. Smack that, don't go anywhere.
Experience what I'm experiencing at the ViewSonic booth. This is amazing. It's a 3D monitor and a 3D projector. The 3D monitor is compatible with over 350 gaming titles. So you can load up Call of Duty, Guitar Hero, whatever you want, put these bad boys on, and play your game in a totally immersive environment in 3D. The monitor retails at $349. These retail at $199. I mean, this is like blowing my mind right now. I wish you could understand. Oh, back to you guys.
I'm just glad I didn't wear mine because that'd have been embarrassing. That's the same thing. It's good. Hey, everybody, we're back here live at GeForce exclusive coverage of CES 09 Live. If it's new and it's shiny and your dad's scared of it, we're going to show it to you. So, sorry, dads. You'll figure it out eventually, probably right around the time it becomes obsolete. All right, right now, let's go over to Miss Olivia Munn.
Thanks, Kev. Now, when you think of tech, you think of wireless devices, big screen plasmas, and of course, you think of Grammy-nominated rapper and R&B sensation Akon. I know I do. He is here with us live to talk about Slot Radio, but first, let's take a closer look at the one and only Akon.
Producer, rapper, chart topper. Akon does it all in style. And now this multi-platinum recording artist is bringing his golden touch to the tech world with a brand new way to listen to your favorite jams.
I have to start by telling everybody that Akon just said, you look great on television. In person, not so much. Not so much. That's all right. Let us thank Akon for joining us. Now, your new album, Freedom, just came out featuring Lil Wayne, T-Pain, Young Jeezy, Wyclef. Are they with you right now?
No, I actually did not. I came in by myself.
Oh, solo. Nice.
Yeah, I wanted to take all the attention.
Well, then you have it. People are screaming your name out here. So I got to ask you, we're at CES, so do you have a favorite gadget?
Yeah, I'm actually holding it.
Ah, this is the one I want, BlackBerry. Listening? It's nice. The old school leather on the background.
Yeah, it's the bomb right here.
Now, anything catch your eye so far at CES besides the other BlackBerries?
It's a lot of things going on over here.
Yeah.
A lot of things going on.
Well, we're here to talk about the new Slot Radio, which I'm sure is one of your favorite gadgets right now. It's Slot Radio, so tell people what Slot Radio is.
Well, Slot Radio is definitely, it's more of like a portable XM Sirius type device that you can just hold. You pick it, you got full control of what you want to listen to from every genre. You can just skip, or you can just play it all the way through. If you don't like, you skip the next record. And and it's not like, it's completely different. You got full control over the music itself, you know what I mean?
Now, it's like when you buy the device, and I believe it's $100, and then for $40 you get 1,000 songs put onto it. So it is like radio and it just plays.
That's what's amazing about it. You get 1,000 songs.
And your new song is on it, right?
Yeah, I got a couple joints on that.
Now, I see we have this. We have this device, which is a special Akon device.
This is a special MP3 player. This right, my whole album is on it. The Freedom album is on it. And it's also on Slot Music, which is a small SD card that you can actually put into your phone.
Which I hear it's like $15 just for the documentary and a lot of your music?
Yeah, you get a documentary, you get music, you get wallpaper, you get all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Now, I checked out your outfit. Kevin was very jealous of your tie, because this is all you. I don't know if people know this, but you have a clothing line.
Yeah.
And this is all your design.
Absolutely.
Now, do you have, like, people in Asia making your clothes, or are you actually, like, American-made and... What? Oh, some Asians are here.
Yeah.
Asians are here.
Asians, what up,
Keep
Asians?
selling! Keep selling!
Yeah, the Asians, that's my family right there.
Do you design it? Are you, like, completely involved?
No, I'm hands-on completely. Like, this is all Leon stuff. This is all made in Italy.
What is this?
But the convict clothing is made in Asia, yeah.
Oh, nice. Give love to Asia. You can clap, Asians, now. You should clap. You should clap. That's our family back there. So,
that's my family back there.
Like, how do you come up with your styles? Are you looking through different, like, books and coming up with stuff, or is it just all in your head?
I think it's a mixture of everything, you know what I'm saying? I just like to dress when I like something I love, and I, find ways to make it to fit more, how I like to wear it, you know what I mean?
I definitely know what you mean.
I just like to stay fresh, baby, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like to stay fresh.
Gotta stay fresh, baby.
All right, well, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah,
and thanks for letting us show off all these this cool stuff. You guys, this one's out already. This one's coming out soon.
Yes, the Slot Music, all that technology is already out.
Yeah.
The Slot Radio is coming soon, so look forward to it.
Okay. It's basically, satellite radio in your hands. Thanks so much. Let's go over to Kevin.
All right, thank you guys very much. Don't forget to weigh in on our poll, you guys at home. What will be the biggest technological breakthrough in 2009? Is it the iPhone killer, wall-sized TVs, broadband everywhere, or the iPhone 3.5G? To vote, go to g4tv.com/CES or text your answer to G4TXT. That's 44898. And remember, standard rates apply. Now, January 28th, the Chasers War on Everything invades the U.S. It's Australia's most controversial show, and you'll only see it on G4. The Chaser team can infiltrate any situation, even W's security details. So don't miss the Chasers War on Everything. It premieres January 28th.
All right. Hey, I forgot to say that Akon's album, Freedom, is in stores now, so make sure you pick it up.
Pick it up. There you go. Also, visit g4tv.com/Chasers War if you guys want clips and more.
Now, day one of CES is here and cannot be stopped, so don't even bother trying to stop us. We're going.
That's right. It's going to happen. Plenty more cutting-edge tech to come, including a man who actually lives on the edge, Dave Matthews.
Yeah.
It's true.
His house is on the hill.
It's an Aerosmith quote, but he's Dave Matthews. Don't go away.
Thanks, guys. We're here at the portal to what some consider to be heaven on earth. I call it the Sony booth, and they've made a ton of announcements at CES. Some new lightweight notebooks, new digital cameras with capabilities that'll blow your mind, and even potentially an iPod killer. Well, we're going to show it all to you here. Back to you.
Yes, welcome back to CES 09 Live. It's G4's live 2-day coverage of the Consumer Electronics Show. We've got tons coming up, including a look at the new wireless HDMI device from Belkin. It's awesome. And Layla Cayley with the feed, who will bring us exciting news from a mysterious place called Outside. But first, Olivia Munn.
Thanks, Kev. Let's check in with Dave Matthews, who's got some Sony news for us, presented by Underworld: Rise of the Lycans.
All right, in its relentless quest for world domination, Sony is not only pushing the boundaries of its technology, but also the size of its booth. This is the VAIO P-Series lifestyle PC. It weighs just under 1.4 pounds, has a 1.33 gigahertz CPU, 2 gigs of RAM, and all the wireless you'll ever need. It's got local 802.11 wireless, as well as cellular wireless on the Verizon network. On top of that, it's got built-in GPS, so it'll let you know where you are, even when you get lost. All this technology comes in at just under $900. Here we have the Sony CyberShot DSC G3 camera. Now it's got a 10 megapixel CCD, 3.5-inch screen, 4x optical zoom, and 4 gig of storage. But what really sets this apart is its built-in wireless. It has 802.11 B&G technology. Its built-in wireless works to automatically upload photos to all the popular sharing sites like Flickr, Picasa, and even YouTube for videos. This camera rings in at just $499. Now, there was a time when everyone had a Walkman, and the Sony X Series just might bring that back again. This has a 3-inch touch OLED screen, so it's the latest screen technology. It plays not only your music, but also your movies, and has a really cool interface where you can flip through that content. The unit rings in at $299 for the 16 gig, or $399 for the 32 gig, and it's available this summer. All in all, impressive showing by Sony. Let's see if this gives them the tech muscle they need for 2009. Guys?
Thanks, Dave. We're going to have more from Dave Matthews throughout the day. But, hey, do you know what I hate about radios?
Oh, the fact that giant media conglomerates have like an iron grip on the music that you can hear on them? Is that your problem with the big business?
No, that they don't have Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. Well, you might be interested in the new Sanyo Internet Radio Clock.
Look what we did there.
Look at that. Look at that.
We've seen all those radios before, okay? But they tend to be clunky, complicated to use. So what makes this unique besides the whole Wi-Fi?
Well, this could crush an assistant if you threw it at them. So it's a little clunk. But the Sanyo R227 Internet Radio uses Wi-Fi, which is awesome. You do not have to be tethered to a PC. So you just plug it in, then break it and drop everything, and it works just fine. No, it's cool. It plays Internet Radio and podcasts. You can access thousands of stations worldwide, and for your local FM stations, it'll pick those up as well, and the quality is really good.
How much is it?
Little remote control here as well for $169.99.
All right.
Which is not bad at all.
Okay, so here's the thing, is like when I wake up in the morning, I really don't want to fuss around with controls to turn off my alarm.
Right.
So is it easy to use, or is it going to
yeah, I mean, in terms of, it's easy to use in terms of setting up the Wi-Fi. I mean, it'll automatically detect it and you're good to go. It has this retro look. It's got a large dial, so you can easily read the important controls such as volume, you can set the alarm. Most important for you, of course, the snooze.
Well,
so that's
it's on the top. Where is it?
Well, it's on the front, but it's also on the remote. So you just you put the clock anywhere you want, and then you just snooze it from afar, and there you go. You go right back and get your beauty sleep.
So for an alarm clock, do you think it's worth the price?
Yeah, it all depends on how much you love internet radio. Like I listen to, there's an internet radio station, Soma.fm, and they have this station called Groove Salad. If I could wake up every morning to that, I would actually stand a chance at happiness throughout the day. Yes, even getting up and looking at this in the mirror, I might feel better about it.
Well, you look really good on TV.
Well, thank you. Thanks, Akon.
So for $170 for happiness, that would work.
Yeah, it would actually work. This is something I would totally use. And you remember when they said the internet was going to kill radio?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they're friends.
Oh, yay!
They're BFFs. Friends. They're going on Ferris wheel rides and eating ice cream together.
Oh, ice cream makes you fat. That's what you told me. You told me not to eat it anymore.
Well, yeah, that was for you, not for the radio. The radio's fine.
All right. Well, right now, it's time to come out of our gadget haze and see what's going on in the rest of the world.
Here's Layla Cayley with the feed.
This is me.
Right here.
Here are your top stories for January 8th. Everyone seems to be slashing their workforce, and even Google might not be immune to the economic crisis. The Goliath of search engines laid off a lot of temporary workers, but it's hard to figure out just how many of them got the boot. Google revealed that they currently have around 4,300 temps, interns, and contractors. That's a far cry from the 10,000 that Google co-founder Sergey Brin said worked there in October. But since Google isn't required to report on non-employees, they're staying quiet for now. We'll keep you posted. And President-elect Barack Obama collects Spider-Man comic books, and there's one coming out that he'll definitely be picking up. Obama will meet his friendly neighborhood Spider-Man in the pages of Amazing Spider-Man number 583 and a 5-page story arc. The story takes place in Washington, D.C. on Inauguration Day, where one of Spider-Man's foes tries his best to ruin the ceremony. And if you're a collector, you might want to pick up a few copies. The issue will have an exclusive cover featuring Obama and Spider-Man. Can't wait for that. Well, guys, that's all for now, but I want to quickly let you know about G-Cycle. G-Cycle is G4's plan to reduce e-waste. Visit gcycle.org to find out more about where to ditch your old electronics. I'm Layla Kaylee, and you've just been fed.
Thanks, Layla.
All right, coming up, the head of a robot. I'm sorry, that's the head of iRobot. So that would,
yes.
I guess that'd be their CEO. I guess that's a person.
Yes, it is. Plus, more of everything you love and need from CES. Cars, computers, cell phones, and probably lots of things that don't start with the letter C.
Ooh, radios?
No. No, such at all.
CES 09 Live over the next 2 days. G4 is bringing you live coverage of the biggest tech event of the year.
The latest and greatest cars, TVs, MP3 players, and gadgets are making their debut, and only G4 is bringing you behind the closed doors of the Las Vegas Convention Center to see it all.
That's right. Coming up in this hour, a look at the Belkin Flywire. Can it really make you fly?
No, Kevin, that's impossible.
Well, if you're currently tied up in HDMI cords.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Then we're going to check out the new 9.1 megapixel Casio Excellent camera for a closer look at its enhanced video modes.
Plus, we sit down for a chat with the CEO of iRobot, the next Skynet. Now, CES is far too massive for Olivia and I to tackle alone, so we have a little backup.
Let's check back in with our highly trained, ready at a moment's notice floor team. First up, it's Kristen Adams. Kristen?
Thanks, guys. I'll be taking you to one of the hottest events at CES, the digital experience, where only the best of the best in tech are showcased. You don't want to miss it. There's a lot of amazing gadgets to check out. Over to you, Big C. What you got for us?
Hey, Kristen, check this out. I found what every guy wants in his ride. Night vision and satellite TV. Allison?
You're looking good, Big C. I, on the other hand, am like Godzilla on a rampage. I am putting on my robot slippers and I am storming into the Asian Pavilion. You'll get it when you see it. Back to you guys.
Hey, guys. Just hanging out with the people. We're going to have more of their in-depth investigative skills throughout the show. Now, in other news, Palm has finally started showing off their new cell phone operating system called WebOS, formerly codenamed Nova. The WebOS operating system is in the works to power smartphones with a touchscreen and full QWERTY keyboard. And Sprint does have the exclusive rights to the first phone, the Palm Pre. The Pre will come with a 3.1-inch display, Wi-Fi, and 8 gigs. Shut up! Sorry. 8 gigs of storage, among other features. Someone just died, I think. Yes, we can clap for them. Early reports say the Palm Pre will be available the first half of 2009, but no word on price just yet. Kevin?
Hey, look, everybody, there was the Dave Matthews alarm. He's in the building.
Yeah.
He's in the building.
Pull over.
You good? You good, man?
Oh, are we live?
Yeah, we were.
Sorry.
Wait,
Let's do it again. In 5,
I always
4.
scare the girls off, too.
Well, that's the Amber Alert alarm. I mean, it lets them know. All right, Dave is here. You showed me this device last night, and you seem pretty psyched for it.
I think it's pretty interesting.
This is the Belkin Flywire, right, Dave?
Yep, so this is wireless HDMI. And if you think about it, HDMI is one cable to rule them all.
Right. Your audio, your video, all through one.
Through one cable, right? But half the time, if you have a flat panel on the wall, you don't want that cable snaking up through the wall to drive the beautiful display that you have behind you, right? So Belkin's come up with this. It's a 5 gigahertz wireless technology, and you put this transmitter in your rack next to your Wii, your PS3, your HD TiVo, whatever, and then you take a little receiver and you mount the receiver behind the TV on the wall.
Okay.
Now that seems like a good idea, but then you have this big power brick that you have to plug in as well, right?
Well, theoretically, you probably had power for the TV running somewhere as well, so hopefully you could snake it through.
That's right. So this gets buried in your wall.
Okay.
And it uses 802.11, not 802.11n, but a technology that's compatible. It won't screw up your 802.11n.
Now, see, why would they do that? Because I like standards. I'm like, even though it isn't completely finalized, I think 802.11 great. The fast Wi-Fi. Why did they go off and do their own thing?
I think this is a consortium with a handful of companies that got together to come up with this new 5 gigahertz technology. And the reason why you wouldn't want it to run on your network is if you had a full HD 1080p signal going across your network traffic, it would just bring it to a crushing halt.
Right. You're not checking emails or sending IMs or torrenting hentai anymore. You're hoping and praying that high def signal doesn't drop
That's right.
out.
That's right. But what's really neat about this, though, is all of the inputs on the back of it.
Yeah,
you can hook up
everything here.
Low def, high def, even some of the stuff like component gets up converted to whatever your 1080i.
I was just going to ask that. So if you've got the Wii, in addition to your PS3 and the 360, it'll actually take that Wii signal, up convert it in the air, and it pops out on the other end, looking
in HDMI with audio. And what's really neat is one of the HDMI ports has separate audio. So if you have an older device, like you want to hook up your computer to your flat panel, you can run the audio out of the computer and use a DVI to HDMI adapter, which is like a $20 item. And
it'll combine the two in the stream and then jack it through the HDMI. That's great. Now, what about setup, though? Because, I mean, do I have to hook this up to a computer to configure it? Is it truly plug and play?
It's truly plug and play, and it requires no pairing like Bluetooth. It's auto pairing. And what's neat, too, is there's an SD slot on the side. So if you download new firmware for this, you can just take that firmware, put it on the same kind of memory card that your camera uses, pop it in, and then upload the new firmware, and then remove the card, and then upload the next one.
Okay, so that sounds awesome. It sounds like it's going to declutter the living room, but are there any drawbacks?
The drawback right now is cost. It's $1,500 for this thing. So what they're saying is a custom install would be about $3,000. So by going this route, you don't need the custom installation at your house.
Except for the power brick that you need to hide in your wall,
you gotta throw
along
some
with the souls of the children. Okay.
Wireless power is what we're going to have that at CES 2010.
Wait. Yeah, I can't. Well, we'll tease it now, and we'll get there in 20 years. All right, next up we have the Excite Touch Remote. This is from Acoustic Research, and I keep hearing how amazing universal remotes are going to be. I've used the Pronto Neo. I've used the Harmony one. I mean, they're okay.
They're nice. Harmony, they won the game, but it still required a geek like us to sit and hook it up to your laptop, run through the program. And I love that it was web configurable, but it still was a pain. And if you switched out hardware, I can't tell you how many times.
Back to the computer, plug it in, search for that cable. There you go. So how are they solving the problem here?
So this is built by the same company that makes most of the remote controls for your cable boxes, your satellite boxes. So they have all the codes. They have thousands of codes pre-programmed into this. So now you get it out of the box and you can go through the setup on its 2.2-inch screen. You don't have to go to the setup on the web. Now, the good news is to future-proof this, it has a USB jack on the side. And you can tie in, you can update, you can also do some fine tweaking because some devices, you might have a delay that you want to add or some extra buttons.
Well, when you're macroing, you want to wait for that DVD player to fire up before you click menu or whatever.
Right.
So it is future-proof. So for those who are freaking out, the codes are preloaded, I buy the latest cutting-edge receiver, theoretically, I'll be able to upload it.
That's right. And it's got a touchscreen on top and this really innovative slider method, too. So you can have multiple pages of content buried or nested within. And it's pretty clever, and I really like the industrial design because they kept all of the buttons in large format, and they've backlit it.
All right, so will this be at Casa de Dave anytime soon? Is this something you'd recommend to people?
I think so. I think because the code base is built in, this is an upgrade to the Harmony line of remote controls. And at $250, it seems like a pretty good deal.
Awesome.
It's well in line with those products.
Very, very nice, Dave. Always a pleasure, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming on and showing off these products. None.
In the show, we asked you to vote in our poll, and now we've got the results. Don't forget to weigh in. What will be the biggest technological breakthrough in 2009? The iPhone killer, wall-sized TVs, broadband everywhere, or the iPhone 3.5G? The winner with 46% of the vote is broadband everywhere, which is what I would personally vote for. Coming up, we guarantee you guys are going to want to buy at least 4 of the next 5 things we show you. Kevin.
Is there any broadband here?
Oh, no, not right now. Not right now. Day 1 of CES continues. Don't go anywhere. Let's go back down. Oh, okay.
The almighty iPhone has dominated the competition, reigning supreme over the cell phone landscape. But for how long? Is the next big thing about to knock it off the throne right here at CES? We asked the experts, and the answer is just ahead.
love, Asia. Will you look at this? Look at this. It's a mouse that massages your wrist while you use it. Come on. I'm never leaving Asia. Or the Asian pavilion, at least.
We keep clicking on the wrong thing.
Yeah, it's like,
damn it.
Welcome back to CES 09 Live. This is GeForce Live, 2-day coverage of all the breaking news and insiders only exclusive.
Don't forget to keep your iPod fed with GeForce special CES podcasts. So check out AOTS feed at geforcetv.com/podcast. Now, you may remember the Sonos multi-room music system we reviewed in GadgetRon just a few months ago.
Yes.
Now, this is Cisco's answer to that impressive wireless system.
That's right. This is the wireless home audio system to be released under the Linksys by Cisco brand. So it's got a cute little label on it that says it.
So let's break it down. What's inside this thing?
Well, it's similar to the Sonos in that it's a multi-room music system. It uses a networked base station for multiple rooms, and the base stations can play synchronized music from various music sources, and it plays music from networked PCs or internet radio. Right now, it supports Rhapsody, theoretically by launch. There could be more subscription services, maybe Pandora, maybe Last.fm, who knows, but it does support streaming internet radio, at least from Rhapsody right now.
Okay, well, how does the Cisco wireless system differ from the Sonos?
Well, it features this large touchscreen. The Sonos, if you remember, not a touchscreen. It looks like it should be, but this one actually is, so you can quickly scroll through items.
Does it work pretty good?
Yeah, it's as responsive as you'd want a remote control to be, and it has a nice little jog wheel to also quickly scroll through as well. There you go. Now you can see my greasy palms. It's completely wireless, though. The Sonos needed to have at least one hardwired bridge, and this one, you do not need to actually directly connect it to a router or anything else. This will all stream just fine. It actually includes an iPod dock as well, so you're good to go if you wanted to stream music from your iPod to another room.
Okay, well, how customizable is this thing as far as like buying other components?
Well, that's the thing. It's got 6 components that'll be available. They're offering 3 different prepackaged bundles, but each component is also individually available, which means, okay, let's say I want this in 3 different rooms. I want 2 remotes and I want 4 base stations or whatever. I can go and mix and match and create the system that I need for my house or my studio or my closet, whatever it is.
That. That's fantastic.
You can mix and match any way you want. And again, does not need to be hardwired to anything. So you plug it in, you know, sync it up with your computer, and you're good to go.
Okay, so when will this be available and how much?
Well, that's kind of the one questionable thing. Right now, there's no price announced. And it's supposed to be available by the end of January. So you think if it's coming out that soon,
we didn't know.
They might drop a hint to the price.
Let's jump ahead a little bit and ask, like, what do you think it should be? Like, what should they be charging?
A product like this, I mean, this not only is the base station, this is also the amp for your speakers, and I don't know exactly the specs on the speakers.
Yeah.
You know, so if it's a decent set of speakers, I could see this going for $200-300.
Okay.
If they're tinny kind of PC speakers, they got to drop it down a little bit. Yeah. Or I'd recommend buying it all separately and getting a pair of speakers that you want that will give you the sound quality that you need.
All right. Well, there you go.
There it is. So there you have it. Buy it or don't. Hey, it's your call.
Yeah, we can't live your life for you. So don't stop asking us.
Not for free, at least. I mean, but
you'll live someone's life for them.
Yeah, some people life coach. I will actually live your life for you.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, mine is boring, so give me a couple bucks. I'll take care of yours.
Yours is not boring.
It's very boring. All right, Mac Fanatics, you have been waiting patiently all day. We appreciate it. It's about to pay off, everybody. Earlier this week, Apple Nation gathered in San Francisco for the annual Mac World Conference.
Yeah, that's the conference that in past years launched the iPhone, the iPod, and the iMac. So when can we expect to see Apple's next game-changing iDevice on store shelves? Well, here's what went down.
I can't wait.
Hey, I'm at the 2009 Macworld Expo. If you're a Mac head, this is definitely the place to be. This is where folks come up and show off their Apple wares. It's unbelievable, and I'd be a really sucky host if I didn't show you the coolest stuff on the floor.
How do you feel about this being the last year that Apple's going to be displaying?
Here's what it is. Macworld has gone on for 25 years. When Apple launched, we were here. When Apple was having difficult times in the mid-90s, and Macworld's been an awesome show as the marketplace has had a resurgence. What we want is we want Apple to keep making great products, and we're going to show people how to use them and help them find other cool things to do with them.
Smart Table, it's an interactive, collaborative tool. Surface and Table technologies have been around for a little while. This is the first product that's really focused towards education. You put this in a classroom, students just stand up and they know exactly what to do. It supports multiple touch, multiple users, multiple gestures.
Oh, you like?
They're around 8,000 US per unit.
Fingerphone is sort of an upgrade to the native phone app on the iPhone. Each tab is a different view of your contacts. You can call them, you can text them, you can IM them, or you can email them. If you're friends with them on Facebook or Twitter or MySpace, you can send them direct messages.
Okay.
And then there's a full IM client that supports Yahoo, AIM, Twitter, and Google Talk. It's available now. It's in the iTunes store, and it's completely free.
I know that nerds have been talking about this for a long time. When's Sling Media going to launch the iPhone app?
It's an application that streams your live TV off your digital cable set-top box, DVR, even video on demand or pay-per-view. What we're watching right now is a tape.
I know this show.
Yeah, a taped version of Attack of the Show coming off of my TiVo DVR. We don't have a price for it yet.
Okay.
And we are going to deliver this to Apple in March.
From hardware to software, anything you need or could possibly want to be knighted, the biggest Mac nerd on the block is right here at Macworld Conference and Expo 2009.
Lots of stuff there.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah. Updates to everything. New GarageBand, new iLife, new everything is
Yeah.
really
Is
the
there thing.
anything
Apple can't do?
I don't know. They can teach you how to play songs, apparently.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, we talked about this the other day on the show briefly on Attack of the Show. It's $5. You get to you get the song and download Sting teaching you how to play it.
Sarah McLachlan, huh? Yeah! Woo! I just want to learn how to play Angel so my pets can be sad, like that commercial she's in all the time.
Yeah, she is in that commercial. But is that? I mean, you love learning. You play the drums. Would you pay $5 to have somebody teach you how to play guitar?
I mean, look, it's cool that they're getting the actual musicians on board, and I have to get hands-on with it to really see. But so far, it looks like they're just kind of lighting up notes on the guitar and on the keyboard and saying push these now. So I don't know how much of a tutorial it will actually be, but
well, I don't want to make a snap judgment, but I'm about to because
for it.
the other day on our show, but it just looked like Sarah McLachlan just sitting. I'm going to teach you guys how to play my song. Like, they're so depressed when they were doing
Thanks
it.
for the $5.
Yeah. So
here's the chord.
You're gonna
yeah, thanks, Sarah.
Yeah. So
no wonder my pets are sad.
It's interesting to see what people do. But big news. iTunes, DRM.
Finally, it was my biggest gripe. I was tired of Apple locking people out. I know it wasn't exactly entirely their decision, but I'm sure it didn't hurt sales of iPods.
Okay, so what do you think about this? They say now it's your music can be DRM free.
Yeah.
But they charge you 30 cents to unlock it.
Yeah, it's like you've already purchased the song. Now you got to pay an additional 30 cents. It's like getting a gift for Christmas and then paying extra to unlock the gift. And use it. I think it's a little lame, but I think it's great that we're moving towards DRM free for music. Yeah, I'm glad it's happening. If they could only make the iPhone cut and paste and not crash every 3 calls, then I'd be happy.
How about make phone calls? That would be great too.
Yeah.
Coming up, you guys, CES 09 Live continues. If you need a new anything, you're going to want to stick around.
A new
We will be showing you the best one out there. It has everything.
We have the latest anything.
Yeah.
Right now, we're giving companies 30 seconds to cut through the clutter and hit us with their best product pitch. So, time to shine, guys. Good luck.
Hey guys, I'm here with Ryan at the Samsung booth, and he's showing me the P3. I gotta catch a plane. You gotta sell it to me before I go. Let's go.
Man, this thing's awesome. It's got music, movies. It's Bluetooth enabled, so you can pair it with your cell phone and answer calls on it. Not only that, is you can pair it to your Bluetooth headset or to your vehicle. It's got haptic touch, so you can, when you touch it, you know what you're checking on the screen because it vibrates every time you hit it. It's a pretty cool unit, and you need to get one, man.
All right, as long as I know it's vibrating because I'm touching it, that means I'm not doing something silly. You sold me.
So many of these green products you see just seem gimmicky. Do you think green technology is actually having a major impact on tech, or is it just fad?
Okay, well, it was a fad, but now it's becoming a reality.
Yeah, it's actually happened. It seemed like a cool bullet point for companies to put on their press releases, but now it's finally arriving in the living room and probably saving consumers money.
Yeah, so that's a good thing.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Now, Samsung LED HD TV using lower power consumption and the new MacBooks using similar screen tech and bodies that can be recycled.
Yes,
so that's a good
pure
thing.
aluminum body, recycle it. It's a great thing. And now Mitsubishi has a low wattage laser TV. I actually saw it last night at the Digital Experience. Yeah, it runs around 95 watts versus like 300 watts. So
That's a
over
lot.
time, it's going to save you
Do the
a
math on
lot
that.
of
Do the
money.
math on that, Pereira.
What, 270,000?
No.
I don't know what are we talking. What I don't.
What the difference was.
Oh, I didn't know. I was going for savings over time.
Okay, good.
In euros.
Good. All right, you guys. If you haven't noticed, we are welcoming you back to the Tech.
Come on, there's some tech around us.
Event that is only on G4. Now, as we just mentioned, being green is becoming part of everyday life. Not really using math, but being green is part of your everyday life. Sure, you separate your trash, but you can do more, starting by buying some green tech. Now, the Greener Gadgets Tech Zone has all of the latest energy-saving, mercury-free gadgets at CES, and Kristen Adams is there right now. Kristen?
Hey guys, I'm standing here in Green Central. This year, CES is all about the environment, and I'm here to show you why green is still the hottest color in 09.
Technology. It shapes every waking moment of our lives. It carries us into the future, and that future begins here at CES. This is the insider's view of the tech of tomorrow, and G4 has your exclusive pass behind the closed doors of the 2009 Consumer Electronics Show. On day one of our coverage, technological boundaries were broken, and the world got a glimpse of the cutting-edge innovation that will move the planet forward into the unimagined. Today, G4 is bringing you more of the biggest and brightest tech, from TVs to phones and computers that make HAL 9000 look like a toaster. Fans of what's next, you're about to witness the sharpening of the cutting edge. All of it happens now.
Show CES 09 Live. What's up, everybody? I'm Olivia Munn.
Yes, you are. And I'm Kevin Pereira. We're bringing you day 2 of G4's Insider coverage. We've got more announcements from some of the smartest minds on the planet, delivering top-of-the-line innovation.
We are in the middle of 1.7 million square feet of exhibit space.
Wait, put that in terms I can understand, Olivia.
Okay. Well, you're an Olympic swimmer, aren't you?
in the off-season.
Clearly. Well, that is the size of 453 Olympic-size swimming pool, and we're expecting to see up to 20,000 new products from 2,700 exhibitors. That's a lot of tech.
Yes, and we've got it all on the stage. Coming up in this hour, the Notebook Roundup. If there are laptops worth seeing at CES, you will see them here. We're talking illuminated, dual display, lap-burning monsters, even one that's almost identical to the MacBook Air.
I know.
Of course, it runs Windows, but it's $1,000 less.
$1,000
Yes.
less. I'm very excited about that one. Then make your current TV feel woefully inadequate when we take a look at new models that can broadcast in 3D or stream content from the internet. All that and more in today's loop.
Plus, before he steps into Conan O'Brien's shoes, he'll be here live on our stage. TV's most plugged-in late-night host, Jimmy Fallon, will be here.
Most plugged in, huh? And we'll be visited by a man who could buy one of everything you see here on the show floor.
Including the attendees.
Yeah, and he'll still have enough money left over to make it rain. Tech billionaire and Dallas Mavericks owner, Mark Cuban.
Yes, cannot wait to talk to him. He's always got great insight, the man.
I love that
truly
guy.
A visionary.
He's very smart, very smart. You guys can get the latest CES news, videos, photos, and more at g4tv.com/CES. CES stands for
Consumer Electronics Show. Yeah, okay. Of course, at an event like this, the news does not stop when the convention closes for the night.
That's right. CES announcements and launches happen 24 hours a day. And here's what happened while we were snug in our beds.
Well, you were snug in your bed, and I was winning big at the craps table. Boom! That's
no.
I say boom when I roll the dice because
you told me you actually lost a ton. You asked me to borrow some money.
And then I told you not to tell anyone that. So we're gonna have a chat during the commercial.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, be ready for that.
He won big. He won big.
Huge winner. There's actually some huge news from Microsoft. Not only did they talk about Windows 7, but they actually made it available to the public as a beta download. And this is incredibly exciting for people who were praying that they could kind of skip over that whole Vista thing. Let's pretend it didn't happen like that other night in Vegas. Yeah, and they go straight to 7. And it does expire on August 1st. Only 2.5 million users will get the privilege to test Windows 7. All of them are probably at the website right now because downloads are taking forever. If you can,
forever?
Well, if you can actually connect, yes, it'll take you a year. Plus, the Wi-Fi in the hotel room with all the red tube going on. Yeah, it's like 2K a second.
I can't get service in the hotel. Yeah. Now, there was also some very exciting news from Palm. Everyone is oohing and awing over the Palm 3. You talked about it on the show yesterday.
Yes.
This smartphone looks like an iPhone and a BlackBerry, had illicit sex in a sleazy motel, and dropped the baby on the Palm's doorstep.
What could have been consensual and pleasant with candles?
Not
it was
Vegas,
dirty.
it's not.
And the headboard was broken. It's actually running Palm's.
That's a page from your life.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Check the Flickr. It's running Palm's new Web OS platform. It kind of works like a desktop computer. You can run a bunch of applications simultaneously. And after Palm made this announcement, their stock shot up 35%. And then another 12% in that old after-hours trading.
I wish I played stocks.
Yeah.
I would have done that.
I don't get after-hours trading. Was it like topless? Like, what is it? What is so sexy that it can't happen during the day?
Office hours?
All right.
Well, we'll be seeing the Pre on the market soon, and Palm is keeping very quiet about the price, but we have heard that it will be more expensive than the iPhone. And you'll probably still buy it, right?
One, yeah, I'll have to sell the other kidney, if that's possible.
You can borrow more money from me.
Thank you. To help us in our mission to bring you the very best of CES, we've brought along some backup, and I would call them the Dirty Dozen of CES, but there are only 4 of them. And they're actually all pretty hygienic people.
Yeah, so no fancy nicknames. No. Oh, well. Well, let's throw it over to Kristen Adams to get us started. Kristen.
Thanks, guys. I'll have all the biggest gaming news from CES, including a look at Killzone 2 and some really hot gaming accessories. Plus, I'll have more on the latest green tech, including a wind and solar machine that can charge up to 104 cell phones per hour. Big C, over to you.
Hey, Chris, this place is heaven for a car lover, so you know I'm going to be checking out all of the coolest rides. They're debuting some hot new GPS systems at the show, so I'm going to show you the best. And to top it off, I'm checking out a super sweet Lamborghini. Over to you, Allison.
Thanks, Big C. I'm going to show you guys the coolest robots that have descended upon CES. I mean, let's be honest, it's only a matter of time before they do every job we have and then eventually turn on us. Why fight it? And then I'm going to the nerdiest competition ever. Guys racing to build PCs. Back to you guys.
Thanks, guys. That's not all. We've also got 2 of the best in tech helping us out. PC Magazine contributor and all-around tech expert, Dave Matthews.
Oh, nice mashup there. As well as a tag of the show's favorite Uber Geek and Wired Magazine contributor, Chris Hardwick, will be here. Is he okay?
Very breathy.
We'll be checking in with them all day long. Now, CES has several viewers available, and if you're not familiar with them, they're the glasses that you put on and a virtual big screen kind of pops up right before your eyes. And they sound like they should be in a catalog next to jetpacks and invisibility pills, but they're not. And they're here at the show.
Yes, the future is officially here, and it's kind of terrifying. So we're going to take a look. First, we have the first viewer. It's called the MyView Crystal, which can hook up to any portable media player. But how do you think it actually looks? What's the picture quality?
You know, it's not that bad. Like, I'll be honest, viewers aren't for me, but if they're for you, this one looks good.
I was just re-gifted some viewers that I know somebody else gifted to them.
Yeah, they're the re-gift of the world. But this one has full VGA quality, 640 by 40 resolution. It's got a Solid Optics patented optical system from MyView, and it hooks up to your media player for full screen viewing. Now, what I do love are the earbuds. Sometimes they're plasticky and kind of chintzy. I love Ultimate Ears, and it comes with their branded earbuds right onto the old headset. There's a separate pendant for audio and video control, and a 24-degree field of view. 4 hours of battery life on this guy, which is actually pretty good for a viewer because it'll probably outlast the actual source though that you're powering it from.
Now the second viewer we're going to look at is from Vuzix, whose new sunglasses design is a big improvement since you can actually see through the lens / screen. So are these going to look just as good?
Yeah, I mean, the Vuzix Wrap 920, this is the Vuzix Wrap 920 AV video eyewear, connects to anything with video out, basically your iPod, the game consoles, laptops, digital cameras. It's the equivalent to watching a 60-inch screen from 9 feet away, so it's a pretty good experience. It's got the see-through lens, which they're still working on it. Sometimes you have to cover it up to reduce the glare and actually see what you're trying to view. But it does give you a 30-degree field of view. Removable noise-canceling earphones, which is nice. Weighs less than 3 ounces, super light. So you can watch all the porn at the airport without anybody knowing on those guys, and you'll be good to go. Oh,
so what do you think? Do I look cool? Do I look cool? The answer is no.
No.
The answer was no.
You look like
I was wrong.
You're like a rejected Kanye experiment. Like, we're gonna go with the blinds instead. Can you see the future?
Grandma?
Okay, she's gone blind.
Grandma?
All right. You can start looking this sexy in spring of 2009. So there you go.
2009.
It's not going to win any fashion
awards. Do these things ever make you feel nauseous?
Typically, yes, they do.
Okay.
They do. But man, what a small price to pay to look that sexy.
It's very nice.
Oh, I feel like vomiting all over my shoes, but man, do I look futuristic. So there you go.
Can you tell us what happens tomorrow?
That is no, I can't. Yeah, these get regifted. Very nice. There's your look into the future.
All right.
Your look.
Your
into the future.
Yeah, I saw what you did there.
Because you see things through them.
Yeah.
You view them.
They're laughing.
As that guy was.
Man. All right, the 30-second pitch is the G4 way of giving some cooler-looking products a shot at the spotlight. It's as simple as it sounds. Companies get 30 seconds to dazzle us. Ooh. Let's go over to Kristen, who's with contestant number 1.
Thanks, guys. Here's an innovative piece of technology from iCap by Geston Technologies. Jeffrey, you invented this thing, so tell me about it.
Okay, the iCap is the safe alternative to earbuds for active music lovers. It features an MP3 player, an FM radio, a voice recorder, and 2 speakers which allow you to listen to music and still hear all the traffic hazards around you. And it's going to be available March 1st, and it's going to retail for $119.95.
Wonderful. Let me try this thing on. Ooh, and it's really light. I like that. I thought it was going to be heavy. It all fits right into your cap. Thanks, Jeffrey. Back to you.
All right, folks, coming up, we've got an early look at the HP Pavilion DB2. This, again, is the potential MacBook Air killer. When will it be on store shelves, Olivia?
You got the answer, don't
Yes,
you?
we do have the answer, and you'll have it too.
Plus, building a PC quickly, really quickly. Allison is off to the races. We're going to be back with that more live CES 09.
Ow! We're going to keep it walking.
How can I prepare my home for the big analog to digital push?
It's a great question when you live in a cave. How's that treating you, by the way? I'm kidding.
I would love to live in a cave.
Caves have Dish Network by now, so they're not worried about it. No, the digital transition, everybody's, talking about it. They still are talking about it because it's coming up. There's a $40 tuner that you can buy with a little government check, and it does
apparently
not.
they ran out of them. They ran out
did they already?
of the coupons for them.
Well, and they also don't provide HD. So, I mean, I guess if you're worried about losing your rabbit ears, you're not worried about high def 1080p video. But nevertheless, they don't do it. So.
Yeah, I think we have another season left of it because I believe Obama pushed it or is trying to get it pushed. So we have another season to kind of figure out what exactly you're going to do.
Yeah, they'll probably postpone it again. Of course, we'll have more on that story specifically later on in the show. But right now, we want to take a look at some top-of-the-line notebooks.
And to help us out, let's welcome Chris Hardaway back to the show.
Yes.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, when we introduced you, you were breathing heavily onto some plexiglass.
I was very excited about the watch. Well, I love those guys back there. We don't know who that guy is. Anyway.
Well, we'll fog up this laptop in just a second, but this hands-on is actually brought to you by the Acura Advance Look.
All right, we've got the new Toshiba. How are you pronouncing this?
Protege?
Well, it took out the R.
R600?
Protege R600. So, Chris, this laptop is small, but what do you think makes it so special?
Well, first of all, it is ultra portable. It's got integrated WiMAX, which is great. Shock absorbing design, although I wouldn't smack it against the thing unless you want to see keys fly out. It's got an enhanced LED backlit 12.1-inch widescreen. It's only 2.4 pounds.
That's not bad at all.
Which
really
is not. You would have to be a weakling or a small mammal to not be able to carry this around. 0.77 inches thin, and it'll be available in late January. $2149.99.
Oh, so
I feel like the 99 in there for some reason. I feel like the ShamWow guy.
Yeah.
$2149.99 and smash an onion.
Wait, Chris, is that all? Or wait, there is more.
There's absolutely more. ShamWow.
Now, next we actually have the Lenovo IBM ThinkPad W700. This is the dual display laptop. Are you a fan of the dual screens? Because I could see a couple uses for this, but man, it's
you know,
big.
who I'll tell you who I believe this is for is this is going to be for like the photography specialist who wants to have their menu bar on the side.
That's awesome.
Intel dual or quad core processors.
Or the World of Warcraft player who wants his hentai on the side.
That's right, who wants hentai or who wants to watch his life dripping away on the one side. The main end of the screen is 17 inches. It's 1920 by 1200 display. The secondary display is 10.6 inches. It's got 4 gigs of memory. It's got a Wacom. Wacom. That's really how it's pronounced. Wacom.
Yeah. Yep.
If you thought it was Wacom, you are the wizard of wrong. It's got an onboard palm rest digitizer and pen, and then a dual RAID HDD high-speed storage up to 250 gig max, or a 64 gig solid state drive. But really, you probably want more memory, especially for if you're doing a lot of gaming, if you're doing a lot of pictures or video or whatever. And the automatic color calibration is also good. Suggested retail price is between $3,400 and $4,200. So it's kind of pricey for a little flap on the side here, and also a very heavy computer.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
Well.
But wow, it is feature packed though.
It is definitely feature packed. Probably more for the artist or the photographer, like I said before.
All right, now something that I want to talk about, which I'm very excited about. We were teasing it earlier. Apparently, it's the MacBook Killer. Right? It's the HP Pavilion DB2. Yes. You're not really saying anything about that.
It's an H-bomb, the killer bear.
Everyone's saying this is the MacBook Killer, but you're silent. What do you think?
Well, I mean, you mean like the MacBook Killer, or do you mean like
the Air?
The MacBook Air?
But
killer,
I think the Air, like, do we?
It was
how can that be killed? Yeah, exactly. You can't kill a zombie unless you cut off its head.
Kevin bought an Air.
Hey, come on, let's not. Let's
he tried to sell it to me for $1,000.
Mom and Dad, it's weird when you guys fight. This is a great computer. It's less than an inch thick.
Make out. But, by the way,
no, that's hot when Mom and Dad.
Okay,
wait, what am I? Why?
It's fine.
Technology.
I need therapy. It's lightweight case. It weighs less than 4 pounds. It's got a 12.1-inch LED backlit display. It's $799 $798.
And that comes with an external Blu-ray.
That's with an external Blu-ray, $699 without, and it offers a full range of connectivity options like Ethernet jack, up to 500 gigs of storage, and that'll be expected in April. Listen, the more we get into cloud computing and the more we can access files that we don't actually have to have with us, these types of computers are going to dominate the market more.
But I think the question is, especially that I had coming into today's show, was I want the MacBook Air because it's so thin, and everybody's saying this is a good alternative. Do you think that? I mean,
I think if you're a PC person, this is going to be the computer for you. If you really like the Mac OS, I would wait for the MacBook Air. Because the main thing that I think you want these for is the solid-state drives, and I don't think solid-state drive technology isn't affordable enough yet. If you can get a 250 gig version or 64, well, your operating system's going to take up about a third of that.
Right.
So I mean, I would go for a hard drive version, and if you're a PC person, this is a great option. But again, hardcore Mac head.
It's not going to be
the overall message, though, is give it a little time.
Give it a little time to develop. Let the storage clear up. Let the prices come down a little bit. And then I think these are really going to be good computers in the near future.
Awesome. By the way, I have a MacBook Air if you're interested.
I'll
give you a first look. It's great.
No, that's all right.
Stains.
No, I appreciate that. What kind of stains?
We'll talk.
Is $1,000 a good deal to buy Kevin's old MacBook Air?
No.
Okay, good.
No, it's not. They're coming in a hazmat suit and take it out and then have to burn off all the business.
All right. Thanks so much, Chris. Well, this guy right here, he's going to be back with more gadgets later in the show.
It's true. All right, now, Tiger Direct has an annual PC building competition for charity, and it's a great way to really raise money and keep nerds busy during some convention downtime.
This year, we sent Allison Hayslip into the pile of wires and circuit board to see what she could come up with, and another familiar face was there, too.
All right, Olympians they are not, but every year these competitors race to see who can build a PC the fastest. My money's on Dave Matthews.
This is all for charity. This is our 12th year. We've got 29 different magazine editors to assemble a PC from scratch. When they hook it up to a network, the network recognizes a PC, and the big lights go off and fireworks and all that stuff. Last year, I think it was about 8 or 9 minutes, so it's a pretty quick race.
Do you have a strategy for tonight?
Go fast. Don't let the other guy copy. Keep my area.
That's a good strategy. Yeah. All right, let's be honest. How do we think Dave Matthews from G4 TV is going to do?
Who's that? I'm absolutely petrified of Dave Matthews. Always a competitor.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Get set. Build. Officially, Hernandez is our winner.
I was really scared of Dave Matthews, but I think I pulled it off.
So where's the money going to?
It's going to challenge athletes, so I'm really happy for the charity.
What's up? I'm here. I'm ready to go. What are we doing?
It's over.
What do you mean it's over, Allison?
Al won.
I've been training all year for this, Allison. The party starts when Dave Matthews gets here.
Yeah, Dave, party already started. Party already ended. That was easily the most exciting geek competition I have ever seen. I've already put my name in the hat for next year. Back to you guys.
Nice.
I'd put money on Allison.
Yeah.
So, would you use any of those handmade machines?
I'll use anything that anyone gives me for free.
Yeah.
That's just the truth.
Even the sunglasses?
Yeah, again, I'll use it as a nice gift for somebody else.
Oh.
Right now, though, it's time for a poll. It's kind of like an election, only with stuff. So what tech will die out first? We want to know what you think. Is it desktop computers, DVDs, gas-powered cars, or landlines? To vote, go to g4tv.com/CES or text your answer to G4TXT. That's 44898. And remember, standard rates do apply. Coming up, though, CES 09 Live continues right here on G4. What are we bringing them, Mom?
We're going to show you guys a new 15-megapixel digital camera with face-enhancing technology.
Oh, thank God.
It'll make you look as good as Jimmy Fallon. Oh, that's an unusual way of putting it, but okay.
I think he was back in the prompter there.
Yeah, I think he wrote that.
And then we'll show you the world's biggest OLED TV. You know what would look great in there? Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon looks great on every TV.
What is going on, man? Why is this?
Hey, what is...
I don't get...
Jimmy, that's...
Oh, it's Jimmy Fallon. Okay.
They're on our prompter. Get off our prompter.
Jimmy.
Can you get off our... Okay, well, Jimmy
After the
Fallon
break,
will be
we'll
here
talk
after the
to him.
break.
Yes.
Can you get him off set right now?
Not now, Jim.
Not
Thanks.
now.
Jim.
Not now. Not now.
Jim, crowd's here.
Ah!
Go for it, go! Stick around. The Consumer Electronics Show continues, everybody. That's good. Here's your...
to debut late night show titled, appropriately enough, Late Night with Jimmy Fallon.
Absolutely.
Jimmy, so excited to
So
have
happy
you
to be
here.
here. I'm a big fan, huge fan of the show. I love Attack of the Show. I've been watching it forever, and I love you. You're great and
Aw,
so funny
thanks.
and even prettier in person.
Well, Akon said I wasn't so pretty in person
Akon,
yesterday.
he doesn't have 20/20 vision.
That's right. Well, I know a long time ago I heard that you're a fan of the show, and that made me so happy because I've been a fan of yours for so long. But now you're here, and I got to ask you, what are you doing at CES? Consumer Electronics Show.
I'm here because this is where all the studs hanging out in the world.
Yeah,
What's
look
up?
at that.
People come here, they're just getting busy. This is where all the cool kids are hanging out.
Yeah, well, is this your kind of crowd?
No, yeah, you know, I'm surprised my first time I've ever been at CES. I'm always into gadgets and tech and stuff. I've never been here, and just to come here, it's pretty awesome. It's just crazy amount of stuff, and I think what we're going to do with our show is we want to let people know that I'm into that type of stuff, and
That's awesome.
and let our fans comment on back and talk about what's cool and stuff like that.
Well, this is the place to definitely. Damn, there's like lots of screaming going on.
No, there's just a bullhorn.
Okay.
Nothing to be alarmed
Okay,
about.
I won't.
There's
Okay.
smoke billowing from behind that wall. It's
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you're into gadgets because this is definitely a place for it. And you know, the Pomp Pre is basically the talk of
Yeah.
CES. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What device are you using right now? And do you have any kind of plan to move to the Pre when it comes out?
I have the iPhone. I'm on the
Oh, really?
iPhone 3G. Yeah.
What's on your screensaver? I always like to see what people have on there.
This one's nothing.
Oh, what?
It was
nothing?
my wife.
Is it like a beach?
It's not even a beach. It's like it's the earth that comes with it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's.
Sorry about that.
yeah.
But look at it this way. It's like sideways earth.
Oh, it's still the Earth.
Yeah.
So, okay, people are calling you. I don't know if you know this, but you're the most wired host in late night television. Did you know that?
I did not know that. I don't
Well,
know.
why do you think people are calling you that?
I used to have a big cocaine problem. I don't do it anymore. And no, I
Is
don't
that
know.
how you stay so thin?
That's what-
You look so great.
My face is bloated, but I really my
The
upper.
Coke does really good down here.
No, I don't know. Maybe I'm Twittering now. I'm Facebooking.
Facebook, you're on all of it.
I think I want to give it like my fans a chance. If you're a fan of late night and a fan of me, it gives you a bunch of other different ways to get in touch with me and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
You can Twitter me. You can.
What do you talk? What did you just Twitter recently? What do you
Recently,
Twitter?
I Twittered because I know you're having the adult entertainment expo
Yes.
next week, or they're loading
Oh,
it
no,
in
it's
now.
right now.
It's right now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So right now you're having this, and you're having the Consumer Electronics Show. So you have CES and the adult thing. I'm like, there's got to be a double entendre joke somewhere.
They're somewhere in there.
So I got like maybe 300
Well,
great double entendre jokes. Like Tron Jeremy was one. Double the Ram was pretty good. I mean, he's got he liked that.
Oh, they like that a lot.
He liked Double the Ram. Now it's a coupon you can use at either convention.
Well, speaking of Twitter, I know that I don't know if you follow Kevin Pereira's Twitter, but he actually offered up to you, knowing that you're going to be on the show, a complimentary cup check.
Yeah.
So if you want to call him over, I mean, just so you know, it's here. So just give a little wink if you want it. I'll continue with my interview.
I'm just going to try not to wink or blink at all. This whole
Don't
interview.
wink or just
Kevin,
lock here.
I know.
Don't look that way because he's watching.
Olivia Munn.
All right. Well, can you tell us a
How
little
about,
bit
why
about
can't you do like Olivia Mondays?
a what? Olivia what?
Olivia Mondays. Couldn't that be
Well,
a
I
good
could
thing?
do Olivia Mondays
Olivia
every
Mondays,
Monday on the
Tuesday,
Jimmy Fallon
Wednesday.
Show. Yeah! See what I did there? Don't look at him. Don't wink. Don't wink. Don't wink. Don't wink.
I can't. It's like a magnet.
Jimmy,
Olivia,
lock
help me.
Wait, I want to talk.
Olivia, help me. Olivia,
I want to talk about your show.
Olivia, help me.
I want to talk about your show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Good.
Your show's format.
My format.
Because it's it's a big thing to go into late night television, and it's not really that easy, and people can give you a lot of slack, and it's like, and then do you break the form, or do you do something new? Like, what are you going to do on your show?
I think just like doing this like now, just like Twittering and Facebooking is kind of the way it's just going to evolve and become its own show. We're going to basically come out and do a monologue, do the whole thing, it's like a basic talk show, really.
Yeah.
We're not going to reinvent the wheel or anything like that.
I don't
It should
think people should. I think if something works, you don't break it.
Yeah, you don't put like a fish tank in the back and everyone's underwater talking,
No,
and it's like,
doesn't make sense.
so when is your movie coming out? I don't know what's going on.
Well, I hear that the second guest on your show is going to be something different. Usually it's like the big star. You got Tom Cruise, and then you're going to have like, insert tech person here or geek person.
Yeah, totally. Well, I mean, we're down for anything. Honestly, yeah. We want if Steve Jobs has something he wants to talk about, come on the show. By the way, there's another adult joke.
Oh, I see this guy.
I mean, yeah, it's really quick. But yeah, we got Jodie Sweetin on the show. Stephanie
She's a
Tanner
big-
from Full House.
She's a big.
Yeah,
Really?
absolutely, yeah.
Big tech person?
Absolutely.
Or she's your Tom Cruise?
She's my Tom Cruise. She's the first guest.
First guest.
We'd be lucky to get Jodie Sweetin. I got to be honest.
I think I know her people.
You do?
I know I have to wrap it up really quickly, but I know that you're a big fan of the show, and I just want to know if there's anything in particular that you really love about the show, or it's just a memory.
There's one thing I always
that comes
remember that Kevin had a vest with an eye that played music. And this is right. Remember, there was a Best Buy guy that was caught on video cameras dancing, and he was breakdancing doing the worm.
Yeah.
And then
Big
Kevin
guy.
had a vest with an iPod, and you're like, that's so lame. And he goes, the Best Buy guy likes it. And they cut to the guy, you had a guy in your studio breakdancing.
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny.
We Craigslist large man to breakdance, and we got him.
It was so
That's
good.
a tip for you that you can use on your show.
I'm going to steal it.
Yeah, you should. Well, I'm so excited to have you
God.
here on our set. I'm so excited to watch your show.
Thank you.
You have a web show that people can watch right
Yeah,
now, right?
check out Late Night with JimmyFallon.com.
All right.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks so much, Val. I love you. You're awesome.
I love you. So
Right.
great. All right.
I did a little hand grab.
Jimmy Fallon debuted.
I was going to give him the, I was going to give you the Steve Palmer.
Wait,
but I didn't know. Okay.
Palm is announcing a new.
No, it's the Steve
Palm announcing a new thing.
Yeah. The pre. Guys, NBC.
Right.
Oh,
That was real
okay.
deal. That was real deal. That was real deal.
The hey, how are you is
That
a
was
pleasant
real
double
deal.
tap. That was
Yeah.
not. That was
what
not
she
planned
just
at all.
felt was totally prosthetic.
Yeah, that was. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm curved like a Ken doll. There's no definition. How did people go places before GPS?
I have no idea.
I don't know. You want to? But I mean, I used to. I don't. Do you use one to get from like your bed to the kitchen, or okay? This is not,
I'm going to do it right back, so I don't know.
I actually live in a Carnival Fun House that I got really cheap when the market collapsed. So
yeah,
now
and the GPS works with that.
It
one?
gets me there. It's actually nice. It's like turn
in
left
2
at the
feet,
awkward
make a
turn.
left. Yeah, absolutely. I use it with a nice British lady voice. when I
That's
did,
very, very kind
I
of
changed
you.
the voice.
I want the TomTom lets Mr. T yell at you, which is awesome.
You should make
fool. You should make a U-turn. It's like, all right, T.
I'm being a fool. You take the 405.
Too jammed. All right, the GPS is everywhere now, but at CES, these global positioning systems sure do love hanging out in cars.
All right, the world of GPS is exploding. And it's not if you have GPS, it's if you have the best GPS in your ride. And we're going to find out who has the best right now. This is the Navigon 7200T GPS system. It's ultra thin, and guess what? It's portable. You can take it, and it will take you anywhere. Check this out. It has 3D views of city buildings on a nav unit, handheld. It's 3/4 of an inch thick, and it has a great feature that's going to help me and probably help you out. It's called Speed Assist. If you're going over the speed limit, it's going to alert you and tell you to slow down. Now, something I really like is if you get caught in traffic and you touch a button, it's going to immediately reroute you. All for $449. This place is jam-packed, so I need to find my way around. Reroute me. This is the Nextar Q4 LT GPS system. It has a huge 4.3-inch touchscreen and killer graphics. Now, what type of features are loaded in this one since everybody's using the same thing?
Since everybody's using the same thing, the most exciting part about this particular unit is live traffic. It doesn't cost you any more money. It's ad-supported. You never have a subscription fee for life.
What am I looking at to put a Nextar unit in my ride?
A Nextar unit like this would go for around $299 in your ride.
$299 is it?
$299.
This is the Mio Move GPS S556. It has a 4.7-inch screen. Looks pretty sweet, but guess what? It has the guts to match. Now, Brandon, what does this thing do?
It's got the new Spirit software, My Places, Mad Maps, WC Cities. It's just a great device, easy to use. This also has a pedestrian mode. Set it up to go on a route and walk around with it. You can get this in April of 2009, and it'll be around $299.
So $299 for GPS in the car, on the body. How much is Kit?
Kit, that's another story.
I want Kit, you guys. Can you get me Kit? I want that car right there. Thanks a lot, Brandon.
I will never have to know where anything is again. It's a nice feeling.
Never. I got some Jimmy
Stop.
Juice. Jimmy Juice.
No, you need a gallon of Purell.
Coming up, we're gonna gaze in awe and utter amazement at the latest batch of big picture TVs in the loop.
And we'll venture into the Sony booth to see what they're up to. I actually walked by there earlier. I think I saw, believe it or not, HD DVD player impaled on a pipe.
Oh, no.
It was bleeding. It's weird.
Oh, that's sad.
Gadgets don't
That's
bleed.
sad.
There's cars, TVs, cell phones. I want everything here. I want it now. I want you. You come home with me. I'll take good care of you, I promise. Back to you guys.
Welcome back to CES 09 Live, your best and most livest source of all the latest tech and gadget news from the Consumer Electronics Show. Yes, even better than that one dude at the office, I promise. Now, obviously, a giant TV is really the cornerstone of any self-respecting person's life. But with all kinds of new developments and technology, knowing what kind to get is not always an easy call. So let's take a closer look at what's going on this year in the loop.
TVs are getting bigger, flatter, and incredibly sexy. As the clock ticks down to the digital switch, exciting technologies like OLED and Mitsubishi's LaserView are quickly becoming the baddest boys on the block. But the competition is relentless, as other contenders are busy developing even more mind-blowing ways to indulge in the ultimate visual experience. The options are varied, so what's the next must-see TV? Let's break it down in The Loop.
All right, to get to the bottom of this latest batch of TVs, we have Associate Editor for Wired.com, Daniel Dumas is here, and Editor for IGN's Gear Channel, Scott Lowe.
How's it going?
Joins us as well. Gentlemen, thank you for joining. Hey. Appreciate it. Look, TVs every year, it's the same sort of song and dance. Hey, this one's bigger, also happens to be thinner. Is 09 no exception?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. I mean, we saw the same kind of thing last year, and it seems like the companies are sticking with their guns.
Yeah, totally. And we actually saw, some enormous TV sets. Like Panasonic still has their 150-inch set this year, right. And it seems like it's just, but the pissing contest of who can make the biggest set has kind of
that's kind of died down.
It's kind of died down a little bit.
Well, has it switched from urine to another fluid because the technology has changed? Like now, it's not about LCDs or plasmas. It seems to be about OLED. Like that seems to be the name of the game right now.
Yeah, totally. And Samsung has marched out, the 31-inch OLED that apparently didn't have a price on it, but
of course it didn't.
Right.
They didn't have enough room on the placard for all the zeros.
Right. But it's gorgeous. It's a 1:1 contrast ratio, and it's that thin.
Yeah. Scott, is that where we're headed now? Is it all about OLED?
Yeah. Well, I was really surprised to find that all of it was prototype. There was no consumer market models beyond the EXL1 that Sony introduced last year. It was all about making it slightly bigger, but not quite on the scale we were hoping for.
Well, so now these OLEDs, they're gorgeous. I've seen foldable model prototypes. I've seen curved ones. I've seen transparent ones. But again, you said they're all prototypes. So for the consumers at home, what's the earliest chance they have to get, let's say, a decent size set? Let's say like a 25-inch OLED. They're probably spending $6,000 on it. But is that going to happen this year?
It doesn't look like it.
Probably not. Yeah.
So what's the name then? Is it wait and see for OLED?
It's wait and see. I'd say probably 2 to 3 years. When the economy picks back up a little bit.
Okay,
maybe
so 2017 when we're all owned by China.
Yeah. Okay. Look, honestly, I think people. They realize, times are tough, and, that people are, they don't have the expendable income that they used to, and so now they're pulling back a bit. We were expecting to see a lot more production models, but, so far it's just been prototype.
But you're right, yes, they know times are tough, and what goes better with extreme bouts of depression and boot soup than 3D television?
Delicious.
Oh, it's here, and now I've been waiting to see this all show long, and sadly I've been hosting the show. I haven't had a chance, but Dan, I know you got a chance to check out 3D.
Yeah, I checked out Panasonic's 3D television, and it's an experience. It's very cool. You don't have like the weird, blue and red lines anymore. What you do have is like this an amazing depth of field. Like you can look down a street and you can be like, that's 100 yards long, and it looks, totally realistic. It's not like in the 50s where you had like, stuff flying out at you.
Sure.
Like a Captain EO.
Well, that's weird. Yeah, I saw Captain EO late 80s, and I remember giant machines whizzing by my nose. And Scott, it seems like everybody's talking about 3D. Yeah, you still have to wear the glasses, but it's 3D. But are consumers willing to make that trade-off to buy a new set, to wear a funky set of eyewear, only to get the impression of depth?
Yeah, well, it really depends on the purposes. I mean, we saw some really interesting stuff in terms of, animated film and TV, but honestly, the most exciting stuff I saw was gaming.
Gaming, of course.
MotorStorm at the Sony booth looked absolutely amazing. Better than any of the other 3D stuff we saw. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens there.
Well, what does your gut tell both of you? I mean, are consumers going to make the leap to 3D? Are they going to be wearing the glasses and dealing with, for me, extreme bouts of nausea?
Yeah, and my extreme headaches is what I get from wearing the 3D helmet. I don't know if it's just because I'm weird and I have some sort of weird medical condition.
Right. Well, it's probably because you're wearing glasses to help simulate 3D on a high-def set.
My brain is saying no.
I don't know. I don't really experience any sort of discomfort from the thing.
Well, you'll be the one guy not vomiting during MotorStorm gaming sessions.
Yeah.
All right. Very quickly, I want to touch on LG because they unveiled not only 240 hertz TVs, which look gorgeous and smooth as silk, but new sets that are going to stream Netflix and YouTube videos right out of the box. So we see a lot of sort of middleware devices, third-party devices that promise the same thing. Is the next step the TV delivering it? Forget the other set-top box, forget another receiver. It's going to be built right into the television?
Definitely, yeah. I think we're going to see a lot of that integrated into televisions over the next couple of years. We're already starting to see that. You're going to, next year you're going to be able to turn on your TV. You're going to have Netflix, like a Netflix box, integrated directly into the television. You'll be able to, stream high-definition movies. directly to your TV without even thinking about it.
And Scott, is that something consumers want now?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's obviously the convenience factor. People just want to be able to turn on their TV and just get access to everything they want right then and there, without a second delay. And I think that, all the companies in, the LG and Sony, Samsung that debuted the, direct-to-TV content are just, have the right idea.
Yeah, and if a tag of the show is not on and I want to see a skateboarder crash his junk on a rail, thankfully YouTube is built right in now, so I can have that.
And we're seeing more and more of these televisions that actually have web browsers built into them. Like, Samsung has one like that, where you can actually just access the internet directly from the television.
It's like web TV. It's so magical. I can't wait.
It's like we're living in the future.
Gentlemen, thank you so much, as always, for coming on. I really appreciate your insight. Lots of interesting stuff going on with TVs, but it still feels like wait and see to me. But right now we're going to go over to Olivia, who speaks for the people.
Yes, I do. Well, the ones with the webcams, at least. It's time to check in with our virtual audience.
Hi, Olivia.
Hi, Kevin. Hey, let's start with Justin from Arizona. Justin, what do you think about the new OLED technology?
Well, personally, I know I need to get a new TV, but with the price being so high on it, it's kind of out of my range.
But since you can only see out of one eye, I mean, what's the point? Oh, there we go. Okay, no, he's good. He's good. He's got it.
Yeah, because they are really expensive, and I mean, you're the kind of guy that if you like it, you buy it. If I'm like him. I won't buy anything.
Because I mean, I'm willing to neglect children and pets to afford the latest tech. That's fine. They can eat later. But yeah, I think they're too expensive right now.
Yeah.
You got to sort of
when
wait.
When will they drop? Do you think?
Probably 2 years. Probably we're about 2 years away.
All right.
All right.
Well, what price would it actually have to be for you to go and buy one, Justin?
Well, since all the other TVs are dropping down, the LCDs and the plasmas, I would figure somewhere around maybe close to 2,000.
That'd be great if you say, like, I don't know, 200?
Yeah, I'm willing to spend a hundo. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, 2,000 sounds good.
Yeah, 2,000. No, I think he's absolutely right. 2,000 is a good break even for a decent sized TV right now. That would get you a 2x2 postage stamp size OLED if you were lucky.
But you can bend it.
Oh, it is bendable. Yes, that's true. So your wallet will be as well when it's done. It'll have nothing in it. Dennis from New Jersey. Let's talk to Dennis. What do you think about the new super thin televisions? Does anybody care at this point?
Actually, I think that the super thin televisions are more for design rather than resolution or best picture quality. I think really people who want a more modern setting in their house and want to have a more sleek design with a TV, that they're actually the ones that are buying it, and not really the people who are looking for a good TV.
Are you willing to actually pay a premium though for like a slimmer television, all things being equal? Would you be willing to foot out a couple extra $100 in order to get a slim profile set?
Actually, maybe, depending on, how good it is. If there's, like, maybe some, I don't know, maybe TV problems or anything, then I won't get it. But if it's, like, a really good TV, then I'll get it.
But basically, being thinner isn't what's going to make you shell out more money.
Right.
It's got to have some extra stuff.
Right.
Being thin isn't everything.
Yep. Unless you're on television.
Oh, you're telling me to lose weight?
No, I'm just saying.
No.
I retain water when
My
I get
jeans are
nervous,
very
so that's
tight
why I
today.
look this way.
All right, let's go to Nick from Ohio. Thank you. What do you actually want to see improved with new televisions?
Well, I had a problem with one TV that made noises. So get that cleared up and more input buttons. Like not just on the remote, but actually on the TV. Make sure you have that.
I don't remember the last time I got up and touched my television set. But if it had more buttons that were shiny, I might be attracted to it. I might get up and touch them.
It's kind of like the nice desktop that we had on our show the other day that you could touch. You're like, who's going to really... I mean, aren't you laying back when you're playing computer or on internet or TV?
Right.
All right, well, that's what you want. Well, that's an interesting
That's what he wants. So he'll get it.
Well, thank you, everybody in our virtual audience. Great stuff. Honestly, you make me wish every single one of my daily interactions happened through the computer.
Mine usually do.
All right, it's poll time once again. What tech will die out first? Is it desktop computers, DVDs, gas-powered cars, or landlines?
The gas-powered car. To vote, go to g4tv.com/CES or text your answer to G4TXT. That's 44898. Standard rates still apply. That has not changed, my friends. Coming up, the Boxy all-format media player. This thing took top honors at the iStage competition. Yes. We will have it here on our stage. Pretty incredible.
Plus, a bit later, the Arcados-powered Check-O-Lite light sound system, Check-A-Light, will automatically find the best mood lighting for your make-out mix. See that and more right after this.
wall-to-wall coverage of CES 09 Live. This place is packed solid, full of robots and tech companies and experts. And of course, Olivia Munn, who's about to show us another glimpse of the future.
All right, Kev. HD TVs are no longer a luxury. They're an absolute necessity, and LG has the perfect solution for it with the LED backlit LHX LCD TV. It's loaded with groundbreaking technologies like a ridiculously thin sub-1-inch profile, an unprecedented 240 hertz refresh rate, and get ready to cut the cord because this sucker is wireless. The LHX receives and displays a full, uncompressed HD signal wirelessly. Just plug the power in and you're ready to rock. There's no availability date yet, but expect a hefty price tag when they hit the market. Now, cheap, full-featured Blu-ray players are finally here thanks to Pioneer. Their new batch of players feature BD Live technology and have 13 different settings that videophiles can tweak to their heart's content. And if you're not the tweaking type, these players can also sense the TV that they're hooked up to and will output the best picture for the situation. Look for them from Pioneer in April at prices ranging from about $300 to $600. And we know you love taking pictures with your digital camera, but you hate the hassle of transferring gigs of pictures and video onto your PC. I hate it. Well, the iFi Wi-Fi SD memory card is here to take out the middleman. Listen to this. You put one of them in your camera and fill it with up to 4 gigs of pictures and video, then do absolutely nothing. The card senses when you're in range of a Wi-Fi hotspot and automatically uploads your videos to YouTube and your pictures to Flickr, Facebook, and more. Oh, she's right. All this while safely tucked inside your camera's SD slot. Get your hands on one of these now for this is another, only $130. $130. I know. Let's check in right now with Dave Matthews, who's got the floor report presented by Underworld Rise of the Lycans.
All right, if it's innovative and about to enter your life, it's probably coming from Sony. So let's take a look today at their latest display technology. What we're looking at here is Sony's latest concept piece, a flexible OLED screen. Now it's 2.5 inches today, so that means it could be something on a wrist that you could wear, maybe an MP3 player, that as you move and shake your wrist, the music and the visualizations happen on the fly. Or it could be used in a larger form factor for an electronic book reader, or even a laptop that folds onto itself. So what we're seeing right now is a prototype. Sony doesn't even want photos of it taken in the booth, but it kind of shows you what they're thinking about for the future of screens that'll be in your hand very soon. What we're looking at here is Sony EcoBravia VE5 series. Now this is a standard 1080p TV with a twist. It only consumes about as much power as a 100-watt light bulb. And it does this by utilizing new backlighting technology, so they don't need as many tubes to light the screen. But it's still really bright. Don't even worry about that. A favorite feature that I have in it is its motion detector, though. The motion detector looks for even as much movement as your eyes blinking. When you doze off to sleep, the screen goes to sleep as well, but it doesn't disrupt the audio, so it won't wake you up. The EcoBravia line is definitely something you're going to look into because it's only a $200 premium over the typical Bravia line from Sony. You know, guys, I like the Sony booth so much that they've given me my own private sanctum. In fact, I'm going to sit up here and watch Underworld Rise of the Lycans from Sony Pictures myself. Here's a sneak peek for you.
You are the most fearless warrior I have ever seen. But you will learn to be loyal without the loyalty between us. We are no better than the beasts at our door.
I think that she becomes the son that he never had.
Sonia, you risk too much for a father to ignore.
I'm quite capable of looking after myself.
The Lycans are sort of used as slaves, really. Even though Sonia is Victor's daughter, there is an uncontrollable bond that grows up between them.
Sonia, if I were to leave, would you come with me?
My father would hunt you down.
He takes a step over a line, and once he steps over that line, there's no going back.
You're not animals!
To try and play games behind Victor's back is a serious game.
Are you with me?
Because the consequences are severe.
You have defied me for the last time.
All right, we're joined once again by Attack of the Show's Gadget Jedi. Chris Hardwick. So, Force, push a product onto us, please.
Thank you. Yes, instead of only lightsabers, though, I wield obnoxious beeping machines. They break if you shake them too hard. It's not quite the same, but I appreciate your Jedi reference nonetheless.
Cool. You look smashing in a robe. So,
thank you very much.
Chris, I
Kevin,
like music.
Me too.
I just wish there was some way a group of critically acclaimed music experts could curate and package it for me.
Well, Kevin, you're absolutely in luck, my friend, because we have Boxee. Now, Boxee is a social media center. It's an all-format media player that streams from sites like Last.fm, Flickr, YouTube, Hulu, and Netflix. It's not a piece of hardware. It's actually a free download for Mac, Linux, and Windows, and also Apple TV. Now, I want to tell you that it won top honors at the Consumer Electronics Association iStage competition, which is a tech event showcasing the most innovative consumer products.
And this one apparently is?
It is one of those most innovative consumer products, yeah.
I mean, I started off saying I like music, I want those collections, but again, you said it's an all-media player, so this is, of course, heavily focused on the video side of things as well.
Absolutely, and again, I just want to stress, there is no physical hardware that we're actually looking at.
Yeah, so what are we looking at then? It's a Boxee software.
You download Boxee for free onto your laptop or your Apple TV, and then once you install the program, it will scan your media folders, even just looking for file names, and then it will sync the artwork pulled from the internet, like IMDb or whatever databases it uses, and then it'll turn your computer, it'll just basically aggregate all of it, turn it into a media jukebox. It'll give you all the information, it'll tell you, what it is.
But obviously I'm seeing an internet videos panel here on the screen, so that means it's not just your local media, this is also calling from the cloud. It's giving me my Hulus and my Comedy Centrals, etc.
It is. So essentially what's happening is you're sharing what you like with your friends. So rather than seeing on a text on MySpace, I like this movie, it will actually show people what you're watching, show people what you like, and then it will take them to those websites like Hulu where they can actually get the content and watch it for themselves. So you're technically not sharing your files.
Right, you're sharing your interest.
You're sharing your
that's
interest.
the whole social networking aspect of it.
It's just wrapping it up and packaging it in a nice little bow for you as well.
And then, of course, it'll give you recommendations for your friends, right?
Exactly. Well, I mean, because how else do we define ourselves than by what we like and what we like to listen to and what we like to watch? And this just gives us another way to get into our friends' heads and, follow them along and watch
then be
very,
very, very regretful that we did that and leap right back out of their heads.
And your friends can watch the same clips you're watching. It also has a Twitter. It interfaces with Twitter. It'll post updates on there. People can actually click on a link in Twitter and watch it without the Boxee software. They can just go on through Twitter, click on a link. Oh, this is what Chris likes.
Oh, that's great.
Then they can go. It'll take them to the Hulu page or whatever, and then they can enjoy it for themselves.
That's really amazing. When can we expect to get the Boxee in our homes, on our Apple TVs, in a dedicated receiver?
It is an open source software, so hopefully you're going to start seeing Boxee on multiple platforms next year. But
awesome.
Definitely on Mac and Linux right now, and they've wrapped up Windows, and that'll be on the way soon. So it's amazing.
Very cool application. Chris, thanks
Indeed.
for showing it off. As always,
Kevin,
a pleasure.
Run back out and
Again, Chris, we'll be back later in the show, so please don't hit the pool just yet.
I will not.
And if you do, leave the laptop out of the
bikini wax.
Oh.
It's too cold for the pool in Vegas. CES has more than enough news to fill up 3 hours of show, but stuff also happens outside these convention walls, and that's why we've got the feed.
Top stories for the 9th of January. On February 17th, analog TV signals switched to digital, but President-elect Barack Obama thinks it should be delayed. And the main reason for his request is because the Commerce Department ran out of money for vouchers. The vouchers provided analog TV users with $40 to buy a converter box for their sets, and right now there are still over 1 million people on a waiting list to get one. Mr. Obama plans on providing resources for the switch in his economic recovery program, but he just needs a little bit more time. Now, if you've always dreamt of being the Silver Surfer, your dream is finally reality. Well, almost. A group of German students hacked the Wii Fit balance board and paired its Bluetooth with Google Earth on a Mac. They were then able to use the Wii Fit balance board to choose a destination and coast along the surface of the globe. They gave themselves the power to virtually surf the Earth, and now we just have to wait for them to release the software so all of us can get in on the action. Well, that's all for now, but I also wanted to remind you guys that G-Cycle is G4's plan to reduce e-waste. Visit gcycle.org to find out more about where to ditch your old electronics. I'm Layla Cayley, and you've just been fed.
Thanks, Layla. Coming up, day 2 of CES 09 Live pulls out the big guns. Metaphorically speaking, of course, they don't sell firearms here. It is a real live robot invasion.
Run for your life! Good scream.
Coming up, live on stage, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, the chairman of HDNet, and probably the last billionaire on Earth, Mark Cuban, stops by to talk tech. All that, plus the future, served up one shiny new gadget at a time. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to day 2 of G4's wall-to-wall coverage of CES 09 Live. This place is packed solid, full of robots and tech companies and experts. And of course, Olivia Munn, who's about to show us another glimpse of the future.
All right, Kev. HD TVs are no longer a luxury. They're an absolute necessity, and LG has the perfect solution for it with the LED backlit LHX LCD TV. It's loaded with groundbreaking technologies like a ridiculously thin sub-1-inch profile, an unprecedented 240 hertz refresh rate, and get ready to cut the cord because this sucker is wireless. The LHX receives and displays a full, uncompressed HD signal wirelessly. Just plug the power in and you're ready to rock. There's no availability date yet, but expect a hefty price tag when they hit the market. Now, cheap, full-featured Blu-ray players are finally here thanks to Pioneer. Their new batch of players feature BD Live technology and have 13 different settings that videophiles can tweak to their heart's content. And if you're not the tweaking type, these players can also sense the TV that they're hooked up to and will output the best picture for the situation. Look for them from Pioneer in April at prices ranging from about $300 to $600. And we know you love taking pictures with your digital camera, but you hate the hassle of transferring gigs of pictures and video onto your PC. I hate it. Well, the iFi Wi-Fi SD memory card is here to take out the middleman. Listen to this. You put one of them in your camera and fill it with up to 4 gigs of pictures and video, then do absolutely nothing. The card senses when you're in range of a Wi-Fi hotspot and automatically uploads your videos to YouTube and your pictures to Flickr, Facebook, and more. Oh, she's right. All this while safely tucked inside your camera's SD slot. Get your hands on one of these now for this is another, only $130. $130. I know. Let's check in right now with Dave Matthews, who's got the Flora Report presented by Underworld Rise of the Lycans.
All right, if it's innovative and about to enter your life, it's probably coming from Sony. So let's take a look today at their latest display technology. What we're looking at here is Sony's latest concept piece, a flexible OLED screen. Now it's 2.5 inches today, so that means it could be something on a wrist that you could wear, maybe an MP3 player, that as you move and shake your wrist, the music and the visualizations happen on the fly. Or it could be used in a larger form factor for an electronic book reader, or even a laptop that folds onto itself. So what we're seeing right now is a prototype. Sony doesn't even want photos of it taken in the booth, but it kind of shows you what they're thinking about for the future of screens that'll be in your hand very soon. What we're looking at here is Sony EcoBravia VE5 series. Now this is a standard 1080p TV with a twist. It only consumes about as much power as a 100-watt light bulb. And it does this by utilizing new backlighting technology, so they don't need as many tubes to light the screen. But it's still really bright. Don't even worry about that. A favorite feature that I have in it is its motion detector, though. The motion detector looks for even as much movement as your eyes blinking. When you doze off to sleep, the screen goes to sleep as well, but it doesn't disrupt the audio, so it won't wake you up. The EcoBravia line is definitely something you're going to look into because it's only a $200 premium over the typical Bravia line from Sony. You know, guys, I like the Sony booth so much that they've given me my own private sanctum. In fact, I'm going to sit up here and watch Underworld, Rise of the Lycans from Sony Pictures myself. Here's a sneak peek for you.
You are the most fearless warrior I have ever seen. But you will learn to be loyal without the loyalty between us. We are no better than the beasts at our door.
I think that she becomes the son that he never had.
Sonia, you risk too much for a father to ignore.
I'm quite capable of looking after myself.
The Lycans are sort of used as slaves, really. Even though Sonia is Victor's daughter, there is an uncontrollable bond that grows up between them.
Sonia, if I were to leave, would you come with me?
My father would hunt you down.
He takes a step over a line, and once he steps over that line, there's no going back.
You're not animals!
To try and play games behind Victor's back is a serious game.
Are you with me?
Because the consequences are severe.
You have defied me for the last time.
All right, we're joined once again by Attack of the Show's Gadget Jedi. Chris Hardwick. So, of course, push your product onto us, please.
Thank you. Yes, instead of only lightsabers, though, I wield obnoxious beeping machines. They break if you shake them too hard. It's not quite the same, but I appreciate your Jedi reference nonetheless.
Cool. You look smashing in a robe. So,
thank you very much.
Chris, I like music.
Me too.
I just wish there was some, I don't know, some way a group of critically acclaimed music experts could curate and package it for me.
Well, Kevin, you're absolutely in luck, my friend, because we have Boxee. Now, Boxee is a social media center. It's an all-format media player that streams from sites like Last.fm, Flickr, YouTube, Hulu, and Netflix. It's not a piece of hardware. It's actually a free download for Mac, Linux, and Windows, and also Apple TV. Now, I want to tell you that it won top honors at the Consumer Electronics Association iStage competition, which is a tech event showcasing the most innovative consumer products.
And this one apparently is?
It is one of those most innovative consumer products, yeah.
I mean, I started off saying I like music, I want those collections, but again, you said it's an all-media player, so this is, of course, heavily focused on the video side of things as well.
Absolutely, and again, I just want to stress, there is no physical hardware that we're actually looking at.
Yeah, so what are we looking at then? It said Boxee software.
You download Boxee for free onto your laptop or your Apple TV, and then once you install the program, it will scan your media folders, even just looking for file names, and then it will sync the artwork pulled from the internet, like IMDb or whatever databases it use, and then it'll turn your computer, it'll just basically aggregate all of it, turn it into a media jukebox. It'll give you all the information, it'll tell you, what it is.
But obviously I'm seeing an internet videos panel here on the screen, so that means it's not just your local media, this is also calling from the cloud. It's giving me my Hulus and my Comedy Centrals, etc.
It is. So essentially what's happening is you're sharing what you like with your friends. So rather than seeing on a text on MySpace, I like this movie.
Right.
It will actually show people what you're watching, show people what you like, and then it will take them to those websites like Hulu where they can actually get the content and watch it for themselves. So you're technically not sharing your files.
Right. You're sharing your interest.
You're sharing your
that's
interest.
the whole social networking aspect of it.
It's just wrapping it up and packaging it in a nice little bow for you as well.
And then, of course, it'll give you recommendations for your friends, right?
Exactly. Well, I mean, because how else do we define ourselves than by what we like and what we like to listen to and what we like to watch? And this just gives us another way to get into our friends' heads and, follow them along and watch
then be
what they
very,
like.
very, very regretful that we did that and leap right back out of their heads.
And your friends can watch the same clips you're watching. It also has a Twitter. It interfaces with Twitter. It'll post updates on there. People can actually click on a link in Twitter and watch it without the Boxee software. They can just go on through Twitter, click on a link. Oh, this is what Chris likes.
Oh, that's great.
Then they can go. It'll take them to the Hulu page or whatever, and then they can enjoy it for themselves.
That's really amazing. When can we expect to get the Boxee in our homes, on our Apple TVs, in a dedicated receiver?
It is an open source software, so hopefully you're going to start seeing Boxee on multiple platforms next year. But
awesome.
Definitely on Mac and Linux right now, and they've wrapped up Windows, and that'll be on the way soon. So it's amazing.
Very cool application. Chris, thanks
Indeed.
for showing it off. As always,
Pereira.
A pleasure.
Run back out and
Again, Chris, we'll be back later in the show, so please don't hit the pool just yet.
I will not.
And if you do, leave the laptop out of the
bikini wax.
Oh.
It's too cold for the pool in Vegas. CES has more than enough news to fill up 3 hours of show, but stuff also happens outside these convention walls, and that's why we've got the feed.
Top stories for the 9th of January. On February 17th, analog TV signals switched to digital, but President-elect Barack Obama thinks it should be delayed. And the main reason for his request is because the Commerce Department ran out of money for vouchers. The vouchers provided analog TV users with $40 to buy a converter box for their sets, and right now there are still over 1 million people on a waiting list to get one. Mr. Obama plans on providing resources for the switch in his economic recovery program, but he just needs a little bit more time. Now, if you've always dreamt of being the Silver Surfer, your dream is finally reality. Well, almost. A group of German students hacked the Wii Fit balance board and paired its Bluetooth with Google Earth on a Mac. They were then able to use the Wii Fit balance board to choose a destination and coast along the surface of the globe. They gave themselves the power to virtually surf the Earth, and now we just have to wait for them to release the software so all of us can get in on the action. Well, that's all for now, but I also wanted to remind you guys that G-Cycle is G4's plan to reduce e-waste. Visit gcycle.org to find out more about where to ditch your old electronics. I'm Layla Cayley, and you've just been fed.
Thanks, Layla. Coming up, day 2 of CES 09 Live pulls out the big guns. Metaphorically speaking, of course, they don't sell firearms here. It is a real live robot invasion.
Run for your life! Good scream.
Coming up, live on stage, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, the chairman of HDNet, and probably the last billionaire on Earth, Mark Cuban, stops by to talk tech. All that, plus the future, served up one shiny new gadget at a time. Don't go anywhere.
It's amazing here at CES. It's like being at the center of the tech universe. Just check out all these digital cameras. I'm gonna get me one of these. Ooh, green. Pretty. Back to you guys.
I was worried she was trapped by cameras for a second there.
Welcome back to CES 09 Live. We've got so many high-tech gadgets coming up. You'll think you're watching a sci-fi flick.
Yes.
Hey, I may even put on silver boots and a spacesuit.
And cue 3,000 forum threads about that suit right now. You better have it by the end of the show.
Well,
there's going to be a lot of angry
well,
attendees.
can somebody get me a spacesuit?
Spacesuit now. And while we're blowing your mind, remember to keep your iPod fed with our special CES podcast. You can check out the AOTS feed at g4tv.com/podcast. But once again, we have a shiny new thing to bang on the ground and hit with a stick.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bang this on the
This
ground.
time, it's a state-of-the-art HD camcorder. Now, we reviewed the Vixia HF10 and thought that it was one of the best camcorders of
Absolutely.
2008.
Absolutely.
So how do you think this one compares to that one?
All right, so this is the HF-S10. It records 24 megabits per second to 32 gigs of
That's
internal
amazing.
flash. So basically, you're going to get 3.5 hours of footage in 1920 by 1080. That's full HD. And the still camera on this thing, normally video cameras, they kind of skimp on the still part. They say, oh, you can make a still out of your video. 8 megapixel digital camera built into this. And it even has this video snap feature, which at first I'm like, that sounds gimmicky, but in practice, it's kind of
Okay,
cool.
well, I did hear that the snap feature allows you to make your own montage videos.
Yeah, it makes little like snippets. It basically stops recording every 4 seconds or so if there's no movement. So it cuts out the boring parts, which is
Okay.
nice. It also comes with its own set of music, so you can sync your clips to the stuff
Really?
that's
So
been
you have
shot.
a montage with